I like beans. Sync spin. All engines to the Wi-Fi signal. Go, go, go. See. I am connecting to the Wi-Fi. The password is pre-claimed, right? Tarsal asked, "How does it feel to be back and running the most popular possum stream on Twitch?" Well, why, it feels delightful. It's so nice to be able to connect with so many people and spread the joy that only possums can provide. Let's get twitchin'.
Hello everybody, welcome back. How's it going? How has your break been? It's been like 13 days since I saw you guys. It's been like forever. It's been like literally a million years. Oh my gosh, you guys. The number of subs that have come in before I even started. What the heck?
It was awesome seeing you at A&W.
It was awesome seeing you guys at A&W too. Welcome on in, guys. Hold on, I guess I gotta say thank you to everybody.
My mobile data is being thrown into trash.
Great point, great point. The mobile data is being thrown into the trash.
You got the drip.
Clean Wi-Fi isn't like a good Wi-Fi signal. It just means that it's clean. I never promised that it would be good or reliable or like in any way fast. Just that it would be clean. What clean means is like sort of up to you. Yeah, we got a crazy hype train before we even started, and you guys basically started a second hype train right before we even started. Hang on, I actually like literally have to go back because there's been so many subs that like I can't even see them all. I literally can't see them all. Like, I have to go back here and, like, go look at them. Heck, dude, thank you for the 22 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Freaking...
Hey, baby, wanna come back to my place and poop backwards?
Welcome back, Aces. Zeo Otter, welcome back to the 4 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. Don't worry about my ears. They're getting fixed soon. I'm trying to scroll all the way back so I can see everybody. It's so many. Oh my gosh. Don't worry about my ears. We'll fix them in a second. Sky Snap, thank you for the 12 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Tyroy, 14 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Thank you very much. And Loam, thank you for the 6 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. One whole half a year. Enjoy that sushi in your emote, in your little spot there, little icon over there. Jake, thank you for 15 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you guys. You guys, this isn't official yet. I'm not, well, it technically is official, but technically, this is my 2-year anniversary of streaming. Maybe, we're not technically celebrating today. I'm gonna do a community night for celebrating next week, but it is my 2-year anniversary. Technically. And who else do we got? Nah, thank you for 15 months at tier 3 in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Certifies, thank you for 4 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back. And Aces, thank you for the 21 months, oh my gosh, in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. And to all of you, welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean.
While you're on the rocking chair and you can tell me about the time you dabbed on the deceased child?
Do you think the stories I'm gonna have when I'm a granddad? Granddaddy sink.
Hello, neighbor.
Okay, and also you guys might notice, Noodles is much snappier now. They actually post what they're trying to say in chat much snappier now. I fixed Noodles in like every way possible except for the way that matters. In that he's not snarky with me and still thinks I don't feed him. But yeah, Coda, also, thank you for the 14 months of the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. And with that out of the way, I think that's everything. Also, thank you, Aces, for the, or no, that wasn't Aces for the subscription. I'm flickering. Oh my god, we're never gonna get through all of these. This is so much. And that dumb snap, thank you for the 5 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome
Noodles
back
invasion. Also Moreau.
to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. Have I tried feeding Noodles? I try my best, but every time I feed him, he just gets fatter, and then he just like complains about it. You know what I mean?
The Arctic Fox asks, "What's your most enjoyable genre
Yeah,
of story?"
I'm a monster.
Well, I love storytelling. It's one of my favorite pastimes.
Okay.
I think my most enjoyable genre of story would have to be fantasy. I love stories with a bit of magical fun, filled with monsters and daring heroes and epic battles. It's so exciting to imagine a world that doesn't quite exist and explore it through a story. Plus, I'm
a little worried about your suspicions about monsters and whether or not you like monsters the same way. Kit Kats, thank you for the 5 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. See, look. Noodles is posting in the chat like they're supposed to talk in chat, and it's not a message behind anymore. Oh my gosh, amazing. It's so quick now. It works so fast. And he doesn't talk over himself anymore. How do I like monsters? You know. Exactly how you're supposed to like monsters. Anyway, how the heck was your guys' break off? It's been like so long since I streamed. I feel like I don't even remember how to stream.
I haven't seen you for a year.
It's been a
Sync,
this
follower
year.
O Faces donated 50 bits and said, "Wait, you didn't fix Noodles. He already talked about his no nut life. I remember that. Ask Sheer 50."
Well, when I say I fixed him, I didn't mean I took his balls away. I meant like he doesn't talk over himself and he's like less stupid now. Basically. Yeah, we're a dragon. Hi, Galosia. Hi, welcome in. On Tuesdays, I stream as a dragon, and actually the model's getting updated. I spent like, I'll explain in a minute, but I spent a lot of time, well, like working on some stuff, and then like some other stuff has been worked on by a friend of mine. So like there's like a big update to this model coming, and I hired a VR artist for outfits. So I have a bunch of new outfits coming, including like a crop top hoodie and some other stuff. It's gonna be really, really cute. I'm really excited for it. Did it get a new shirt? No, I just hadn't been wearing this shirt. I've had this shirt for a long time. I have a shirt and a scarf, and then the arm warmies, and then these pants. That's basically the extent of the outfits that I have right now, but I'm adding like 10 new outfits, basically. It's gonna be really, really cool. Your break was good. You mean you've been giving me a hug is far better than a stream? That is true. You can actually literally give me a physical hug in real life, and it was nice meeting you at the con, yeah. And to anybody who did see me at the con, thank you for coming and saying hi to me.
Sync,
I didn't get
follower O
recognized
Faces
too much,
donated
but
50 bits and said, "Gone, gone, gone the form of Ot. Rise the streamer dragon thought Sheer 50."
I do like my dragon a lot, but I don't think I'm ever gonna fully switch to being a dragon
I may be
on
an
stream.
idiot,
I like being
but
an
there is
otter
one thing that
usually.
I am not good, sir, and that is an idiot.
Noodles, you're kind of taking over the stream. Like, can I talk for like 5 seconds? Do you mind? Like, I'm trying to talk to my chat. I haven't seen them in like 10 days, and all I want to do is say hi to them, and you're just talking and talking. My God, just shut up. It's not your stream. Yeah, and it was really cool to see you guys through the A&W portal too. That was a really cool event. It happened that the Clam Club VR meet was happening at the exact same time as like while we were at A&W. So I invited everybody to join the portal, and we got to see you guys like in the real life while I was in fursuit.
Hey,
Rooster
Sync,
was in
Alex
fursuit.
the Blue Fox
Noodles,
donated
swear, I
100
swear.
bits and said, "Corgo 100, let me talk, Sync."
I will never let you talk. I'm gonna shut you up. You're gonna get put back in the box. Oh my God, there's so many of you.
Noodles, take over.
Oh my God, it's never gonna end.
Hey Sync, Galioja donated 50 bits and said, "Corgo 50, how rude of you, sir. I am the stream."
Listen. Hang on. I can do these. Listen, this is my stream, and at some point, I'm gonna put you back in the box so I can talk, okay? So just shut up for like 5 seconds so I can talk to everybody.
You're not the streamer. You're not my co-star. You're not even a full-time employee. Hey Sync, Alex the Blue Fox donated 100 bits and said, "Corgo 100, frick you."
Listen. I barely said 2 words this entire stream. Let me talk. Rizillo, thank you for the 11 months of the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Indigo Monkey, thank you for the 6 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. And Coda, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Alex, which is weird. I think you just caught Alex on an off day because they usually sub for themselves. But thank you to everybody to the Clam Club VIP Lounge, and welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. And thank you for all those bits, of course. Yeah, you guys deserve that stare. Let me talk. It's my stream. I'm trying to say hi to you guys. I just want to hang out with you. Oh my God. Catmaster, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swinging by. Welcome, welcome. It was amazing seeing me at A&W. Yeah, it was really cool seeing everybody at A&W. It was a lot less busy of a con than I normally have. Like at MFF, I couldn't walk like for more than 5 seconds.
Can you tell us a story?
Oh my God,
Well,
let me tell a story.
Sure. I guess I could tell you a story. It's about a brave opossum named Noodles, who thought
my
he was
God,
bigger and better
not
than
this
every
again.
other opossum around. He was very proud of his bright blue fur, and he expected attention
Blue
whenever
fur?
he walked by. One day, Noodles came
part's
across
true.
a group of human. I loved getting to see you at an A&W portal.
A bunch of human what? If you're gonna take over my stream, at least finish your stories. A human what? Oh my gosh, ridiculous. But yeah, Indigo Monkey, nice seeing you as well. Oh my gosh.
Hey Sync, follower O Faces donated 50 bits and said, "I got a new job."
Oh,
Suck
congratulations.
my loose stool, Kroger. Cheer 50.
Yo, that's awesome. I hope it pays you better. I hope everything about the job is better. Switching jobs is always exciting. Sometimes it can be a little scary. Just a group of human. Yeah, silence, Durg. You know, at least he's not calling me to Cobalt or whatever, you know. I have that. I have that. I have my pride. I have my pride. I have that at least. But yeah, A&W was a cool con. It was a lot less of like a frantic convention than like MFF was, for example. MFF was like really like frantic, and like there was like a lot of running around and whatever, and I saw a lot of people, much more people recognized me from my stream, whereas A&W, it felt like a lot less people like knew who I was, but it was a smaller con in general, right? I think it was only like 1,600 people or whatever. No, I'm not a kobold. Don't call me a kobold. And it's spelled kobold, first of all. But yeah, the few people that I did get to hang out with, I got to hang out with a bunch of the Clam Club people. I got to meet Zeo Otter. I got to meet Demicore, who was very nice as well. They, I believe, have a TikTok account with a little cute protogen that's pretty cool, which was pretty neat to see. I got to see like a bunch of people that I had never met before. I got to meet some people that I haven't seen in a long time, some local people. We had some good food. I'm trying to think of all the food that we ate. We had so many different food places. I'm surprised I only gained like a half a pound over the course of the weekend. He's more of a baby blue than a cobalt. I would say, wait. I thought you were talking about Noodles, not me. Does my dragon not have a different name than the otter? Yeah, it does, but I don't really care what people call me. Technically, the dragon's name is Myth. But whatever, I don't really care. You guys can call me whatever you want. I don't really care. And besides, over my head in VR chat, it does just say Sync Otter anyway. And you guys know me as Sync Otter on the stream, right? So, you know, whatever. Rezillo, I'm putting everything together for the updates. They're all coming together today, and everything's getting put together for a final build of my model today, and I'm gonna have them updated and ready for next week. And I think next week I might be doing a bonus, no, hang on. Probably doing a bonus stream at some point. I don't know when exactly, but it's gonna be like probably my 1 year anniversary, because I officially have been streaming for 1 year now, or 2 year anniversary, because I've technically been streaming for 2 years, but we haven't scheduled like the actual anniversary event where I want to do like a gaming night with everybody, just because I have been so busy. This weekend, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stream again. My streaming schedule is all sorts of fricked up still. I have to go see my mom because I was home for Christmas, and the flights were like insanely expensive, and I couldn't afford to pay that much because it was like $1,500 or something crazy to see my mom. So instead of that, I'm going to be going home this weekend to see my mom, which was like $200, which is a lot less money. But yeah. Sync Otter, that's a weird looking otter. Well, just because I'm not using that model doesn't make me not an otter, okay? Listen, I can be different things at different times. You're gonna call me cute? That's acceptable, actually. You're allowed to call me cute. I can probably potty train my stream. Why would I do that? That's on your parents. I'm nobody's dad. You were in the VR meeting, but it was too laggy that you left. You don't have a good PC. Well, I hope you got to say hi to a couple people at least. You know, I know it doesn't work the greatest on every computer, but you know, I hope it worked out well at least. How is the audio for the music? Is it a little overbearing, or is it good volume? I messed with all the volume settings again, as usual. It's an otter in a dragon suit. Well, technically it's going to be an otter in a Guillemon suit, I guess. I did buy a Guillemon fursuit this weekend, actually. I guess big news, I bought a Guillemon fursuit. Because my stream is 2 years old? Oh, yeah, I guess so. It's a good volume. Okay, good. What's CD? What's the cooldown on asking Noodles question? It's 5 minutes.
Follower O Faces asked,
QED.
Who does Sync love more, Puck or Gilman?
Great question.
Well, Puck or Gilman? That's a difficult question.
No, it's not.
I don't really know which one Sync loves more. Maybe they love both equally? I'm not sure, but I do know one thing for sure. Lizzo is the queen of the opossums. That's
about what I would expect from him. To be honest, though, yeah, pretty accurate. Why did he say Pock and Guillemon? That's very strange. A dragon is in an otter in a Guillemon fursuit. I would have to be like puppeting like bigger and bigger mechs. It's like you start as like a little otter, and then you climb into a Guillemon, and then you pilot the Guillemon, and then you like pilot the dragon using the Guillemon. But yeah, I did buy a Guillemon fursuit this weekend. Why did I hear my husband open the door? This weekend, I I was at the dealer's den, and when I walked in, there was one of these fursuit makers that was, and normally I've never even looked at the fursuit stuff, but I do look for Guillemon stuff at FurCons, and I was walking through the dealer's den, and this one fursuit maker had a set of fursuit paws and a tail that were for Guillemon, and they were pretty well made. I liked how like they were like, the fur was nice and soft, and the patterns were really nice, and it looked like it was sewn pretty well. Yeah, Puck does come in here and slap my butt sometimes. And so I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble. I can't be buying a fursuit, dude. Oh, he did it. I knew he was gonna do it. Get out of here. You can't scare me like that. Get out of here. He better be gone. I can't tell because I have to take my headset off. You little crap. I'm assuming that's for the Puck and Guillemon situation. But yeah, the Guillemon paws and the tail were really cute. I don't know if I put any pictures of them in the Discord. I should. But I asked them like, oh, how much would it, like, I'm like, I really like these and I'm probably gonna buy them, but like, I would love if they were part of a full fursuit. How much would it be to like, just finish the fursuit? And so they gave me a quote and I was actually like, that's really reasonable. And I was like, screw it, why not? So I commissioned the fursuit. You just realized my voice sounds like a yas voice. Yasa! Yas! I try my best. I can hear the door when you come in here. Don't you come in here and grab me again, I swear to God. I can literally hear you. How am I gonna bring all my fursuits to cons? Well, I'm probably not going to bring the Guillemon to cons, to be honest. I'm probably just going to use it like as a personal suit or go to local cons with it. Or I might bring it to cons where I'm like, I don't really want to travel with Sync. But yeah, I'm going to have like 3 fursuits, I guess, which is going to make it really difficult to like choose which one I want to bring. Because I'm not bringing 3 fursuits to cons, that's for sure. Yeah, Puck's reaction to the fursuit news. It was basically true. Puck like looked at me and was like, don't do it. But oh well. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't. Yeah, Happy New Year to you guys as well. I'm going to use it for cuddling, exactly. But, like, I don't intend... I expect it to be, like, you know, for the price, it's not going to be, like, the best fursuit that was ever made. But I'm expecting it to be a nice fursuit anyway. And mostly, I just want it to be, like, cute. I just want a cute Guillemon. But the paws were really fun to wear. They're, like, they're kind of bappy and, like, really padded. And they have, like 3 big fingers. And there's no fingers, like they're totally useless babby paws, and they have like the big like Guillemon claws on them, which I don't know, I thought they were really cute. And then the tail's like kind of it's about as long as like my tail in my dark suit. You're already making decisions on what part of your suit have to go to cons, and you have one suit, your paws are so big.
Sync, with follower O Faces donated 50 bits and said, how are you gonna fit in the Guillemon suit? Won't your PP get in the way? I know how you feel about him. Cheer 50.
God. It's gonna fit just fine. Don't worry about it. It's nice seeing me wear my Wi-Fi shirt because you know it didn't show up before. Yeah, I hadn't been wearing my shirt for a little while, but I wanted to change things up and kind of switch outfits, which is part of why I commissioned a bunch of outfits for my model, which I'm still doing. I spent like a lot of time the last day like sketching outfits for my model because I need some ideas, right? So one of the ideas that I proposed to my to this artist was a big crop top hoodie, like a pink crop top hoodie, and then I want to get a t-shirt that's like a tank top, like a crop top tank top, of course. The hoodie can also be extended to like a full length hoodie, so I'll be able to do that. I'm looking at like pants that are longer, and also I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. Have you guys ever seen those like fursuit shoes? Like they're like toe shoes where like they come here. Hang on. They like they go from like here down to like your toes, but they don't cover your toes.
What is Sync's deepest, darkest secret? Well, my deepest, darkest secret is that I actually love taking baths. Is that really too much to ask?
Noodles. Is this the greatest revelation of 2023? I can't believe you'd admit that on stream in front of everybody. You can never live that down now. Oh my gosh.
Never go full VR chat wardrobe.
I'm gonna have to give Noodles a bath after stream, it turns out. A biker style leather jacket with an electric blue Wi-Fi symbol sewn onto the back. That could be pretty cool. I could see that. The electric blue Wi-Fi symbol is pretty neat. Lysic, thank you for the 22 freaking months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge, where the Wi-Fi is always clean. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, serious Noodles lore drop. Wow, Noodles secretly loves baths. I'm actually gonna have to add that to the lore. That means that he hates baths, but secretly loves them. Publicly says he hates baths, but secretly loves bats. That's actually deep Noodles lore. Wow. That's amazing. You want to see Sync in a crop top so much? I want to see me in a crop top. When I doodled, like, I sketched out the crop top hoodie, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like such a cute outfit. One of my favorites that I sketched out was the crop top hoodie with like a really deep V-neck, like a deep cut tank top that comes to like here. So there's like kind of like a window right here in like the chest, and then like it like the crop top like tank top like kind of comes up to here, and then a pair of like baggy sweatpants, which was like such a good look. It's such a good look. I love it so much. I'm really excited for that. I think it's gonna look like amazing. And then I like there's so many more that I like want to get. I actually weirdly, okay, I sketched out like a lot of like femboy looking stuff. Like, it's funny, I was doing this while I was talking to Lysic. We were hanging out in voice chat while they were working on VR stuff, and I was like, oh, it's impossible, like, oh, like I wouldn't want to go much more femmy than this. And Lysic is like, what, you mean like a literal mini skirt like you just drew me? How much less femmy can you get? And I was like, some of these are mask, kind of. And Lysic goes like, literally none of these are masculine. Like, not even like a small amount. I was like, well, listen. So I finally was like, I don't know. I guess I'm going to try, like, I'm going to force myself to draw something like actually masculine on my model. So I drew myself in a suit, like not a fursuit, like an actual suit and tie. And it ended up looking like Janelle Monáe. It's just Janelle Monáe. It looks amazing. It looks femmy and it looks amazing, and it's not masculine at all. I literally can't look masculine. It's impossible. I guess I'm just stuck being a femboy. I can't help it. Did I not show you Loam? It's really, really cute. It's actually really cute. I could put it in the Discord. Hang on, I'll put it in the Discord for people to look at. Actually, no, I can't. I could. Hang on, let me see if I can pull this off. Let's see here. Yeah. I think I can pull this off. Yeah. Let's see if I can put it in the Discord for you guys to see. I will put it in the main chat so everybody can see it. It didn't paste. Oh, frick. Hang on. But yeah, this is the most mask thing I drew myself in. It won't paste, bro. I can't get it to paste. Copy image. It won't go. All right, let's try a different tact. I can't get it to go. Oh, wait, maybe I can. Yeah. I'm trying my absolute hardest. You guys have no idea how hard this is. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I think I can get it there. This is like literally the most masked thing that I ever drew. Hey, Flay. Flay, did you see all the outfits I was drawing? Let's see if this will actually work. There we go. I believe it's this. Yeah, I'm gonna commission like 600 megabytes of clothing, and it's gonna be your guys' problem to deal with, basically. Okay, there we go. I put it in the Discord. I think it's really cute. I was like, oh, this is the most masculine thing I think I could draw on myself, and it's still femboy. It's literally still femboy. I literally can't do anything. It's just femboy. Like I can't. Like, and then I literally Googled. I was like, okay, I'm gonna like try. I'm just gonna Google masculine looks, and I was like masculine outfits or something like that. And the only things in the freaking Google search was like dudes in flannel with a giant beard. And I'm like, oh, okay. So in order to look masculine, now I have to grow a giant beard and wear flannel. Well, hard pass. So I guess we're just not gonna look like that. You know what I mean? Draw an oversized football jersey. Yeah, exactly. I just need to find a way to look like a total jock. Just put on a Goku outfit. I'm not sure that would help me. Oh, I'm not sure what you... Hang on, Rizillo. I think I missed something here. Oh, you guys are like looking at my ears up look. Oh yeah. I think the new version isn't going to be the ears up look. It's going to look like scared instead of like this version, which I think it's a little too excitable. we edited it a little bit out, but yeah, the expression should look a little different now. Baggy hoodie and basketball shorts might work. I did draw a more baggy hoodie version, but it's still not baggy. It's still pretty snug to my body. And it looks cute. It's got like a big Wi-Fi symbol on the front, but I don't know. It's not quite the same thing. How flexible are my ears? Pretty flexible. They can rotate quite a bit. You like my horns? You guys have no idea. Oh my god, my horns are getting an update. I wish I could show you guys what they look like. They are so cool. Oh my god, if you guys think this is cool, wait until you see what my new horns and my new claws look like. Oh my god, they're so cool. They actually like glow from the inside, like there's actually like black ice. Oh my gosh, they're so cool. I get so excited. I wish I could show you guys like literally right now, but I can't. It's not uploaded yet. Yeah, updated horns. So Lysic found a way to make the horns that look like they're like made out of like crystal, and they like have like glow coming from like inside. It kind of like shoots up the horns, and when you look at it, it's like it's looking through like fractured ice. Oh my gosh, it is like, it's so pretty. It's so sparkly. It's so awesome. And then like we got like new expressions, and we fixed up the toe bones and everything like that. Everything's gonna look really, really good. And I got updated eyes too. These aren't the updated eyes. We're gonna get like more detailed eyes maybe. Yeah, you'll see them next Tuesday. You're gonna see a bunch more updates next Tuesday. Yeah, Lysic is literally way too talented. It's ridiculous. You hate toe bones? It's like the idea of eating chicken feet, I guess. Like if like it just sounds like it's like you're eating toes or something. Yeah, I don't know. I can see that. I get it. Next Tuesday, yeah. Well, I'll have it uploaded like after stream, but I wasn't like Lysic wouldn't let me upload it for today's stream because they didn't want to do live testing on stream. So go figure. But there's like a lot of cool features on the model. Fixed up more expressions. No, the expressions are basically the expressions that you built in, Rizillo. But the toe bones, we just edited them to be a little bit more responsive. And like adjusted the gravity and stuff on them. It's just to like make them a little bit like more precise. Never ever upload new content before a stream. I would never. Yeah, you did. You edited the toe bones just a little bit, but you didn't. You cleaned up. Do you remember you cleaned up the number of like components they had or whatever? I think, and just changed the linkers. I don't think you really did anything for like the actual like physics of them. Yeah, you just made them 2 components or whatever. And I think you did adjust my tail. But anyway, doesn't matter. That's not so much a stream thing, so much as a quality of life thing, but anyway. But yeah, I'm excited to show you guys that. I'm excited to show you guys that. I'm excited to show you guys like the Guillemon fursuit and everything like that. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, what do you guys think of the suit? Do you guys want to see what I sketched up for the other outfit? Hang on, I've got another outfit that I sketched up. I'll see if I can get it to you guys too. 1 second. I've got a couple others. I'm bad at secrets. I'm a terrible secrets person. I literally, I don't know how to do a secret. It's literally impossible for me, so whatever. What's a secret? Why would I ever want to keep that? That's lame. Make it a big announcement? I would never. I'm just gonna share everything that I do because I'm a weirdo. Oh, I did one that was like literally Avril Lavigne, which was fun. Let's see here. Dude, my scroll's not working
Noodles,
so hot.
if you could do anything in the world with money not being an issue, what would you do?
Great question.
Well, Bruno Mars, if money were not an issue, I believe I would use my resources to help those in need.
Oh, that's so
based
based of you.
To start initiatives that provide free or affordable housing to those who are homeless or struggling to make rent, as well as create other relief programs surrounding hunger, mental health, and the list could once again go on.
Dude, Noodles is insanely insanely based. Just absolutely insanely based. What an absolute Chad. If Noodles was rich, he would help the poor. How could you ask for anything more? That's awesome. He does, yeah, for some reason he always addresses Noodle. He always addresses like Bruno Mars sometimes. He's like, oh yeah, Bruno Mars asked me this question, right? What would you do, Bruno Mars? What's so evil then for him to take over the world? What's so evil about him taking over the world? That's a great question, but he said some weird shit about him, like, taking over the world, where he's like, oh, I'm gonna take over the world and you're all gonna become my slaves or whatever. He said some weird stuff in that way. What kind of VR headset am I using? I use a Vive Pro 2, but if I was gonna recommend another headset to somebody, I would probably say not to get a Vive Pro 2. I would say get an Index, even though they're like a little older. I still think they're the best headset out there. On a lower budget, if you're just looking to get into VR, the best option is probably an Oculus Quest 2, which I think is the Meta Quest 2 now, which I think are like $300. And then you don't need a computer to get into VR either. You could just use that. But the problem with the Questies is that you won't be able to see something like my model. I have to use a fallback model. So there's like a lot of disadvantages if you don't have a good computer or whatever. Yeah, honestly, taking over the world sounds exhausting. Here, let me... Oh, God. I'm flickering again. Okay, there we go. I gotta fix that, man. All right. One more preview of the outfit that I'm thinking about getting. Another outfit that I'm thinking of getting. Real quick. If I can find it. Yeah, this is the crop top hoodie one that I sketched out. There we go. You got a Quest 2 for your Christmas? How do you like it? Do you actually like it? I sort of hate my Vive Pro 2, to be honest. I kind of want to get rid of it. If and when I can, I'm probably going to replace it. But yeah, that's the other outfit. I posted another outfit in the Clam Club Discord. It's like a crop top hoodie with like a tank top and like a pair of baggy sweatpants. I think they're really cute. I like them a lot. You were thinking that for your Cobalt doll, you want the eyes to be custom textured for the eyes themselves to look nice, but plain in texture. You love some detail. Yeah, so that's sort of what we did, is we're replacing the eyes with like a more detailed like iris pattern. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want it to look like, but like I think it's gonna look a lot nicer. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think HTC only just announced I think they announced like it was like a standalone headset, sort of like a Quest 2, but like a higher end version of it. And I'm not entirely, like, the problem with that is that you're locked into the HTC, like whatever it's called, like space or whatever. And I guess I don't even know if it's Steam compatible. And if you want it to play with VR chat, it has to be Steam compatible, basically. Ecosystem, that's the word, yeah. So that would be my concern about that, is the only thing. You joined through KT's community event the other day, and it was kind of a nightmare due to the lag. You got a link cable today, even though so hopefully your computer can handle it. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, I know it, like, not everybody's computer can handle VR, and I'm hoping, you know, as we go forward with VR stuff, that like more and more people's computers will be able to like handle VR, because like it really is like the next frontier in furry, like where it's like you can do like and be anything you want just by like getting a model and like having it updated by an artist or whatever, which is, it's pretty cool. Like, you know, there's sort of bases and custom models, and you really can't do a lot of custom work these days, but once you get the basis of it, you can get like at least like an alternate skin or something like that, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I really want to wait for like an Index 2, but I just don't feel like it's ever going to happen, to be honest. I've had this conversation 1,000 times. I just don't believe in Valve. Yeah, the furry front. I'm trying to make this an OO joke, and it's not there. Excuse me, jeez. The furrowy frontier woo. I don't know how to do it. Gosh. My Abby is a kobold doll. That doesn't mean I'm calling you a kobold. No, that's okay. As long as you're not actually calling me a kobold. But also, to be clear, it's just a joke. If you guys call me a kobold, it's like, I'm going to get mad, but it's just a joke or whatever, right? So, but I actually am mad. Valve has a good management and will make an Index 2 in an orderly fashion. Yeah, just like they're totally making Half-Life 3 in an orderly and reasonable fashion, and how they have totally regular management that will totally cause that to happen. Are you even a furry if you can't talk in uwu? Well, I'm not a furry, I'm a scaly. So, checkmate. Exactly, Half-Life 3 is going to come out any day now. You know, in my opinion, basically that's what Half-Life Alyx is, though. Like, Half-Life Alyx is essentially just, it's essentially just Half-Life 3, right? But in, like, VR or whatever.
Galioja asked, what is meaning of life? Well, Noodles isn't sure. But if I had to guess, I'd say it's to love and be loved.
Aww.
And to hug lots of people, or other opossums.
That's a great message. Noodles, you can be so wholesome sometimes. It's ridiculous. Hug and be hugged. Aw, that's so sweet of you. There's no Half-Life 3 because you can't have 3 halves. Oh my god, that's so lame. Half-Life Alyx is Half-Life -1. I guess it is like a prequel, right? It is a little bit. I mean, that's a little bit of a spoiler. I don't want to spoil it for people or whatever, but... Hockey has 3 periods. It's not 3 halves. They're just called periods. Hi, Maze. How's it going? Welcome in. You're no Half-Life. You're full of life. Why is my, like, thing so low? I feel like I want to, like... Hang on. Come over here and just bring you up a little. Like, up here so I can, like, look at you a little bit more straight on. Hockey has ellipses, then? Yeah. I guess it's like hockey, ... How about Portal 3? Dude, I would kill for Portal 3. Are you kidding me? Portal 3 is, like, actually so good. Like, Portal 2, like, there's some of the funnest times I've ever had is, like, playing Portal 2 with my friend. Like, to actually, like get to puzzle solve like that. I wish there were more games like that were all about, like, logging into a game together and just solving puzzles and playing games together. Like, I feel like too many game devs worry so much about, like, the single player experience and don't worry about, like, what it feels like to actually play a game with someone else. You know what I mean? Portal 2 was so good for a co-op game for that reason. Yeah, it's a vagina joke. Exactly, Gino. Portal 3 for sure needs to be a VR game. Oh my god, I would freaking yak. There's no way it should not be a VR game. There's literally 0 chance that it should be a VR game. That would be awful, awful. Theros, thank you for 5 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back.
Theros23 lurk.
Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge where the Wi-Fi is always clean. I hope you're doing really well. Welcome back, friend. Valve's decisions to not make games anymore is honestly one of the gaming's biggest tragedies. Like, okay, for those of you who don't know, how many of you in chat know how Valve works as a company? Because I do, only because I know somebody that interviewed at the company. And it's wild. And there's a reason why games aren't made there anymore. Or, like, why everything that they do is just so random. And it's because of their management style. It's freaking wild.
Hey Sync, follower O Faces donated 50 bits and said, I like how you became part of Mad Libs on Tigre's stream Vagina Otter Cheer 50.
That's not canon, that wasn't me. Imagine the thrill of being rapidly moved and rotated in different directions in VR. Like, yeah, if you want to throw up in 5, like, literally that would be like the vomit comet simulator. You'd, like, be flying through space and just instantly barf. Employees can basically work on whatever they want. Yeah, so that's how Valve works, and the reason why we don't really get those sorts of games anymore is that the way that it works at Valve is that essentially employees are like partners in the business, and any employee can do anything they want. Nobody is responsible for like any individual part of the business unless they say that they're a part of that, or responsible for that part of the business, essentially. So like, if somebody wants to make Half-Life 1, one of the employees, or Half-Life 3, one of the employees just has to stand up one day and be like, you know what? I'm going to make Half-Life 3. And then they have to go around to the rest of the company and get a bunch of people to buy into the project. And they just have to be like, hey, Steve, do you want to draw some concept art for me? And then they go over like, hey, Charlie, what's up? Hey, how would you like to write a story for Half-Life 3 for me? Would you be into that? And then you like literally have to just go piecemeal, put it all together, and then like get the voice actors and do it all yourself. You just have to decide that you want to make Half-Life 3. And so the reason that there's no Half-Life 3 isn't because they don't want to make Half-Life 3. It's because somebody has to decide to make it. And can you imagine being a person at your job and being like, oh yeah, I'm going to stake my whole career of my cushy job at Valve where I get paid like $160,000 a year and like I get a free Hawaiian vacation every year for free every year. And I'm just going to stake my claim on this job on my chance that Half-Life 3 won't suck. Because
Hey,
you know,
Sync, follower O Faces
if
donated
Half-Life 3
50
sucks,
bits and said, I decided in order for Puck to be the best husband, they have to greet you in the morning by saying, let's get pucked up, followed by a sitcom laugh track, cheer 50.
that's actually really funny. But yeah, if you want to be that person that's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like be that, I'm gonna make Half-Life 3. If Half-Life 3 sucks and you were the person responsible for making Half-Life 3 suck, you're fired. You're done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no shot. Your job there is over. So that's why there's no Half-Life 3. It's because there's too much risk for any individual employee. Hi, Ice. I hope you're doing good. Welcome in. Welcome good. I hope you have a good, happy new year too. And that's the thing. Steam is a money machine. As long as they literally keep Steam running, they just make money. They just print money. So they don't care. It doesn't matter. Yeah, actually, you're right, Genoblast. That is what you're supposed to say after you open up a bottle of wine. Let's get pucked up. That should be Puck's catchphrase. Let's get pucked up. Oh, geez, my headset just freaking flashbanged me. That was disorienting. I thought I fixed this. I thought I did. Anyway, it's better than it was. I think I just have to, like, move the link box or something. We'll see. But yeah, so same reason I don't think there's ever going to be an Index 2. I just don't think anybody at Valve is like, oh yeah, I want to make the Index 2. I don't think any of them give a crap. Like, I think that they're too focused on making random other stuff, and God only knows what that thing is. It's gonna, if Valve comes up with anything new, it's not gonna be a new VR headset. It's gonna be something like insane. It's gonna be something that, like the Steam Deck. People are just gonna be like, I don't know, let's make a thing that does like God only knows. It's gonna be like an alternate reality headset or something stupid. You're making more cookies on Sunday? Also your favorite? Listen, it's not my fault. They were just sitting on the table, okay? Not my fault. Yeah, video games aren't going to just die as a medium. So, like, yeah, they could just kind of do whatever they want. But that's what's wild about it, is that you'd think they would take more risks. But because they make so much money on the other thing, I feel like they insulate themselves against risks. Part of me wonders how many times they've made a candidate for Half-Life 3, decided it wasn't good enough to be Half-Life 3, and then either shifted it to be something else and called it something else, or like just put it in the garbage. Like, I bet you they've actually, like, a bunch of people have tried to make Half-Life 3, which is probably what like Half-Life Alyx was. Like, they were like, oh yeah, let's make a Half-Life 3, but then they like started designing it. They're like, oh well, what if it was a VR game? And then they focused on that, and then they probably have a warehouse of Half-Life 3 candidates, and we're like, no, it's not good enough. Yeah, I think Half-Life Alyx probably started as Half-Life 3, and then they were like, no, it's not good enough to be Half-Life 3, and the story isn't Half-Life 3, so we'll make it Half-Life Alyx and make it a VR thing. Because they liked the idea enough to make it a VR thing, and they were probably had the idea to rope it into like whoever was working on the VR team and tied it together. I didn't ask. That's fair, I didn't ask, but you know, there's really no excuse. It's just my fault. But yeah, that's my suspicion, is that that's sort of how this sort of things happen. Which is why I sort of don't think that there's ever going to be an Index 2, or if there is, it'll be like a long time from now. Because I don't think they're gonna make another Index until there's a reason for them to make that other Index. Like, there has to be like, oh, well, like they probably only made the Index because they had this idea for Half-Life Alyx, and then they're like, oh, well, let's make an Index to push that product, basically. That's what they did with the Orange Box. That was the whole point of the Orange Box. The whole point of the Orange Box was to force people to buy graphics cards that would like upgrade their ability to do other stuff or whatever. Or actually, I believe the Orange Box, the point of the Orange Box was to force people on Steam. Because they're like, oh, we want to get people on Steam, so let's make a game and give it away or whatever. Right? Yeah, I think that's exactly what I mean, Gomez. Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 were released for a purpose. Valve doesn't really do anything unless they're trying to make it for a purpose. The purpose of Half-Life Alyx was to promote their VR headset. The purpose of like TF2 and like Half-Life 2 was to promote Steam. You know, or Half-Life 1, I think, was promote Steam and all this kind of stuff. So like they do that because they're trying to sideload another thing into your ecosystem, right? Yeah, like the groundbreaking physics and the AI and stuff like that. Like, that's the point. If they have like some technology that they're like, oh, we can really pump this into like a new thing, that's when they're gonna that's when they're really gonna like push those new technologies and whatnot. But since there's no point in making another VR headset, they already made a VR headset, so there's no innovation there. I just don't think they care.
Sync got hard, also love.
Aw, Gomez, thank you for the freaking, oh, my thing's broken. 1 second. I can't see. There we go. Thank you for the freaking 7 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge. The Wi-Fi is always clean. That's the reason they make new content too. Like Aperture Desk Lab was for Steam Deck. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's why they make new content all the time. They don't really make games. They make games to go with their hardware, or games to push a new platform or something like that. So until there's a new platform or something like that they want you to move to, like VR, like Steam, like the Steam Deck, like any of those things, they're just not gonna bother, I don't think. How am I with scary games? I used to be a total wuss about scary games, but now I actually really love streaming them. They're actually really fun to stream. I love the reactions that I get on stream, even if I get really scared, and I get really genuinely scared at these games. I really love playing them on stream because the reactions are really funny as clips, and I love playing them like it's like watching a scary movie with your friends when you're streaming like a scary game. It's literally like watching a scary movie with your friends because like they get to laugh at you being scared or whatever, and it's a good time. I really enjoy it. Yeah, like the Signal Simulator stuff. Honestly, like I said, that's like I'm more scared of that than anything. Like, literally, I could not be more scared of anything other than that, and it's still like one of my favorite things. It's so funny. There is a room for innovation in VR, but it won't be a simple upgrade, and it could take a long time to figure out. Yeah, and that's sort of the problem, is that like I don't think until there's like a huge leap, they're not gonna bother. They're like, I think Valve is like Apple a little bit in that way, where they'll like, except Apple's their consistent money cow is like putting out more hardware. They don't make money just off of like a software cash cow. And I think Valve is sort of in the same business where they're like, if we're not innovating or we're not taking like a brand new product to market, then there's no point for us. They don't care. Have I tried Into the Radius? It's more tense and creepy than scary, but you've had a lot of fun with it. Is that the one that's like it's like a sequel to it's not Fear. It's like God, what was that? It was like you're in Chernobyl, like going through like the irradiated zone or whatever. Like Stalker, yeah, that. It's like that. Dude, Stalker was a lot of fun, but I never got around to play. Like, Stalker felt like single player Tarkov, and I loved it so much. Because what I don't love about Tarkov is that it's multiplayer. You don't even know that you want face and eye tracking? I do, I think, want those things. Kind of. But it's mostly because I want more natural mouth movements. But I think those are going to come with time anyway. But I think I think you're right, Flay. The most important thing I want is a headset that is like insanely light and ideally wireless and has like a huge battery life. But the batteries are obviously going to take away from that. So I would rather be on a cable if it came down to it, just so that like it was lighter, personally, I guess. But yeah. Doesn't Star Citizen have janky face tracking? I have no idea. Yeah, eye tracking is cool too, and those are both cool things, but they can both be simulated well enough that like it doesn't bother me that much. Admittedly, I've never interacted with anybody in VR chat that has those things enabled, so I don't know how much I even want them. Everybody I know doesn't have them, so even the people that I know that are like in like crazy VR enthusiasts just don't have those features. So I don't even know if it works in VR chat, to be honest. I think some of it does, but you have to give up some sort of amount of dynamic bones or something like that. I'm not unclear to me. Unclear. So much potential. You know, it's not a huge industry to compare to normal video games, but you're kind of surprised how relatively little VR games there seems to be. It's because there's not enough adoption in VR space yet to allow for people to care. Like, I guess 4 or 5 years ago, there was like this thought that like at some point there would be some critical mass of people with VR headsets that would all suddenly want to play VR games. But while I have loved every VR experience that I've had, the thing is that like it is a different style of games, and I'm not sure that people have like grown up wanting it yet. But I think eventually there will be. It's just it takes that step. A lot of people aren't interested in things like VR chat. Like for me, VR chat is like one of the most important things in my life now. Like, you know, I literally have my home here in VR now. But for a lot of other people, I just don't think they care that much. Like, they like to hang out in real life. Being a different body like this doesn't matter to them because they're humans. They don't care. They just like, oh, cool, I get to be a human in VR. Who cares? But for me and furries, it's like a huge deal. You get to be something else. You get to be somewhere else. I think that's maybe one of the things that in VR we're not pushing enough is that concept of like, hey, you literally get to experience yourself in a space that you've never been in before. And it's dynamic and you get to see it, and it's like that sort of stuff. That's the sort of stuff that I don't think that they are pushing enough for that sort of like experience. And I think when we do get there that it'll start gaining popularity, but what I think VR needs is a full-featured game like Skyrim that's made for VR. And I think if they make a VR game like a VR Skyrim, not Skyrim VR, because Skyrim VR is kind of but like a game that was made for VR, custom for VR, that is of that scale, that's that deep, that like you can literally walk around this giant world and just like fight things with your swords, and the sword fighting is like realistic and stuff like that. That would be the game that made VR take off. That's what I think it would be. Alex was fantastic. And like the natural ability of you to like pull things back and like actually interact with the world in a way that like made sense in VR and they thought about it. That's what's missing from the VR landscape for games. And like I said, if they made like a Skyrim type game that felt like that, and it could be sci-fi or fantasy, that I think would be like the killer app for VR. Are you still trying to do the unhinged D&D session with other VTubers? Yes. And I think it's more possible now. And I've done some testing with other AI type streams. And I think it's going to be really, really funny. I ran a simulation of one certain thing that I want to do, where basically I go head to head with chat in this like sort of competition that the AI runs. And I think it is hilarious, and I think it's going to be a great time. And I'm going to do a little more testing on it to make sure that it's good before we do it. But once we do it, it's going to be like a hilarious time. Really, really funny. Some kind of haptic feedback gloves. I would love it if like instead of like these controllers that you have that are like rods basically, if they were like literally just haptic gloves. Because all these VR people are like trying to make these VR controllers that are like literally controllers, but I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need them to be controllers. You know what I mean? They could just be gloves. That's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah, Noodles is basically going to be the DM. It's a bit of a catch-22. VR chat implementation updates eye and mouth once every 100 seconds, which is slow and noticeable. Probably waiting for a good headset to come out when a good headset is not coming out. Yeah, it's sort of like one has to come out before the other, but yeah. VRC just never made a standard smooth way for face tracking. Yeah, I think some people do it, but I'm not sure that it works that well. I know I've seen a guy on TikTok that uses a haptic suit for VR chat, I guess, but I'm not even sure how well those work. Like, they just vibrate on your chest or something like that, which I guess would make your phantom sense pretty intense because you can literally feel the pressure, but I don't know. It's not quite the same thing. Is it Mr. Bubbles? The guy's hilarious. Yeah, the glorious return of the power glove, exactly. How would you move around? I'm pretty sure you could just like use gestures in some way to like move around or something like that. Like if you like move your hand a certain way, you could be like one way of movement that people used to use in VR chat a long time ago, or not in VR chat, but in VR a long time ago, before we like just had smoother frames and it wouldn't make you yak to use smooth motion, is what we realized is that if you like did a Superman pose and like held your fist out in front of you like you were flying, that for some reason took some of the motion sickness away, because you were like, I'm flying, and it would like fly that direction or whatever. And for whatever reason, that was good. So that's like something you can do, gesture-based movement probably, or whatever. I don't know. There's probably a way. Or maybe you like touch on your palm, right? Like you could use your thumb to touch on the palm and there'd be like a controller there or something like that. I just think that would be better. I don't know. Now you can feel the bee stinging with this suit. Well, the guy on TikTok, he like gets dragged like in a fire or something like that, and obviously he can't feel the actual pain or whatever, but maybe his imagination is like running wild or whatever, and it's just a video of him like screaming in the fire or whatever. But obviously he's in no harm, he's just in VR, but he's just acting like ridiculous. It's really, really funny. You could also use a 3D treadmill, yeah, but could you imagine 3D walking across all of Skyrim? Oh my god. I'd be exhausted. You'd be in such good shape. That'd be ridiculous. Oh, I was trying to say TikTok. Sorry, I didn't mean to be a boomer. Yeah, I didn't mean to say Tic Tac. Oh my gosh. Yeah, TikTok. Yeah, that's what I really want. I just want a holodeck. I just want full dive. That's what I really want. I just want to actually like feel my wingies and feel my paws and just become a dragon in my VR, in my full dive, and I could just exist here. My wing and tail are hella broken. I think it's a right defaults program. Uh-oh. Okay. That's unfortunate. Well, hopefully that's fixable. Yeah, the treadmill thing could work. I guess I've seen people that do the treadmill thing, but like I said, I don't think it would be fun to walk across like all of Skyrim manually. I think if you were trying to like walk across all of Skyrim manually, you'd get like to one city and just be like, okay, oh, okay, I'm dead. I just don't even want to be here anymore. You know what I mean? Am I coming to the next VR hangout? Presumably, yes. As long as it is at a time when I can go. But my schedule has basically reset after next week, so I should be good. I think I'm out of town once a month. Like, I think there's going to be one weekend every month that I can't stream going forward because I'm doing a lot of traveling this year. So there's going to be a lot of weeks this year where I'm just like, I'm out. And that's just kind of the way it's going to have to be because I have a lot of PTO to burn. But my schedule should be mostly fixed. Mostly. Plus, a 3D treadmill is a big space requirement, and it's a little ableist too, right? To presume that somebody can just like sort of walk their way through VR. Well, not everybody could walk, right? So, you know. Yeah, this is Fire Emblem music. I mean, the title of the song should be over there or whatever. There? I think it's there. You barely have enough room to perform VR. Yeah, like, as it stands, like, if I had to put a treadmill in my office, first of all, where am I supposed to cuddle all my friends? There's a treadmill in the middle of the room. I can't cuddle my friends on a treadmill. Don't be ridiculous. Unless I can, like, levitate myself into the air and be suspended in the sky, then I can cuddle in the sky. But, like, I don't have the room to have a treadmill and then also be able to cuddle my friends. You know?
Galioja asked, this statement is false. Well, I cannot answer that with accuracy, as my views on this topic vary. However, I will say that I am not a fan of capitalism and prefer socialism and communism as better economic models.
Okay. This is literally not what anybody asked for, but okay. Your views on this topic vary. How could your views on the topic of this statement is false vary? Yeah, still always based. Imagine if you can move your wings and your tail with your mind. Dude, that's literally all I want in my life. All I want is to be able to, like, literally physically pet my tail. Just physically stroke my tail. Can you imagine? Okay, I just felt that. That was weird. Yeah, I fixed Noodles a lot of things about Noodles. Noodles responds to questions much faster. They don't talk over top themselves. And they post things in chat much faster. And starting next week, when you ask Noodles a question, it's going to have a custom Discord channel that it will post to, too. Vorginity, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swinging on by, and welcome on into the community. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so soon, actually, Noodles will have a Discord presence. So in the Discord server, Noodles will be able to talk to you, which is wild, but that's what's going to happen. IRL tail would be awesome. We need to get better at reading spinal cord signals. Yeah, it would be nice, but it's a little far off still, I think. Yeah, it's a little bit of a sussy name. But yeah, you can do some of that stuff. Like, you can do brain signal reading a little bit. You've been able to do that for like a long time, kinda. I remember when I was a kid, there was like a tech demo where like you stuck your finger in a hole and then like it read your mind through like this weird thing, and they were like, oh, this is the future of computing, and you like put your finger in the hole and then like you just like thought go left or whatever, and it would go left. But I'm not convinced that it wasn't just reading micro movements of your finger or something like that, to be honest. Yeah, I want a CRISPR tail. That'd be sick. It may be off topic from what we were talking about, but recently beat Pokemon Scarlet and now you're playing Violet? Heck yeah, dude. Hang on, I gotta fix my microphone. I'm sorry if you can hear this. It was twisted funny. There was one furry you saw that was making a raptor tail that swayed with your hips really well. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Yeah. Like, when you moved, it like would sway with you and like counterbalance your weight or whatever. I heard that if you do that, like your brain knows that your brain is so neuroplastic that if you wear the animatronic tail that counterbalances you for like more than a day or two, you literally will like start to depend on the tail. Basically, like your brain will be like, oh yeah, I need that tail for counterbalancing because it's just normal. Like that's what I want it to look like, or your brain wants it to feel like. And so like if you take it off, you'll just fall over. You're that tech demo? Oh, with the finger in the hole. But yeah, apparently it's a thing. A Tesla brain chip thing? I don't think I read anything about a Tesla brain chip, but to be honest, I don't think I would let anything that elongated muskrat developed go inside my brain. Like, full stop. I don't think I would let him touch my body in any way, shape, or form. Also, hi, Ty. If you could control your tail, imagine how often you try to do it outside of VR, grow the habit. But that's the thing, is your brain is so neuroplastic that like, and that's where Phantom Sense comes from, right? Like, if your brain truly believes that these are real, and you let yourself be immersed enough that you know that these wings, or like these horns, or these ears are real, you literally program a response in your brain to think that they're real. And then you start like, when I touch my ears, these ears in VR, I feel that in real life. Like, my brain has developed a response because I've spent so many hours in VR that these are my real ears, basically. So, like, I could definitely see that. Like, even in real life now, I get Phantom Sense in real life for these wings and this tail all the time. Like, literally all the time. So if I could actually, like, feel it moving back and forth, I could imagine, like, I would start depending on it in real life, too. Yeah, Phantom Sense in VR can be really intense. I get Phantom Sense in VR really intense in general. And the more real things get, the more intensely I feel it. Like, the more like things with my model that I change that like are a little bit more realistic or lifelike, or the more relaxed I get and stuff like that, the more I feel it. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, the Phantom Tail Sense is very trippy, to the point where like, there are people I know, I don't get this, but some people I know in VR.
Storm asked, Noodles, could you sing me a lullaby to put me to sleep? Well, I'm sorry, I cannot sing you a lullaby, but how about I recite some depressing poems to make you feel even worse?
That's so rude. What the hell? Thanks, I guess. Great. That's such a messed up thing to say, Noodles. What the hell? That's not quite where the phantom sense comes from. If you mean like phantom limb, it's because your brain actually still has those parts of your brain, but you're part of your body. They well, kinda, yeah. But your brain can also learn to know that it has certain things. Like if you convince your brain that these are real, then your brain will start feeling them, basically, because it's so neuroplastic, basically. That's like a thing. They just adjust over time. So like you can train your phantom sense. It's just like you can be hypnotized. It's the same thing. Am I using a character AI for Noodles? No. I am using, well, sort of. I have like a custom character AI basically that I've programmed on like a ChatGPT playground system. And then they learn sort of who they are over time, and then they answer questions sort of in the same ways and learn their lore or whatever. And then there's like an interface that goes out to that, and then it comes to here and it goes through a custom Twitch speaker thing, and then it converts it to a voice that I've made custom. That's a custom AI voice just for him. And then it spits it out and he builds like a big lore book and whatnot. Why did I make him so mean? I literally didn't. That is literally just him. Like, everything that you hear him say, if you're new here, literally, I didn't make him do that. There's very little of what he says that like is programmed into his behavior. Like when he says things like, I love Lizzo, that is in his behavior that's programmed now because I've told him that it is, because I've reinforced it. Stuff like he has a crush on Bruno, that stuff is still there. But stuff like, oh, I'm just like gonna be a dickhead, that's all him. He learned that himself. What did you miss? Just us talking about VR like a lot. It'd be cool if you could have an animatronic tail that moves with you in your VR tail. That would be really cool. I would love that, especially if I could like, God, even the idea of that actually, okay, can I tell you that I just thought about that and literally I just felt the base of my tail like tingle in real life, like in a really intense way. Just like when I thought about like having an animatronic tail and like having it like connect with like my table over there or whatever, like instantly got like tingles up the back of my spine. It was intense. Yeah, I created a teenager, exactly. You can't be hypnotized. How dare you anyone prove me wrong? Did chat make Noodles that way? No, Noodles kind of just made themselves that way. I'm not even sure how it happened, to be honest. It's like one of those AI things where like we're never sure exactly what the hell is going on with them. Yeah, I was at a con. Yeah. Goober. Noodles' voice sounds a little funny to me today. I don't know why. Actually, I think I might have an idea why, but I don't think I can fix it till after stream, so I don't think it matters. Unless things sound funny to you guys, if Noodles sounds okay, then I'm not gonna worry about it. Have you seen the news lately about the AI VTuber Neurosama on Twitch? They have 80K followers now. You know what's messed up is that Noodles is as advanced as that VTuber. Like, everything that VTuber can do, literally this guy can do. It's the same thing. Like, he can respond, he can literally read chat, he can respond to chat however he wants. He has a custom trained, like, AI response kit. I can do everything that VTuber does. I could do it myself. And I didn't copy that VTuber, to be clear. A hydrate? Okay, I could do that. Hang on. I gotta go find my bottle to do that, though. You get some sippies. You can hear the sippies. Put this down. Maybe not on top of my work laptop, ideally. But yeah, I have heard about it. It's interesting, but I have no plans to turn the stream into an AI thing, like the whole stream anyway. I'm glad that Noodles is here, but I don't want to make them like literally the whole show.
Sync, Ben told me to say hi.
Hi, King Darius, welcome. You put a fizzbone on your model's tail last week and spent like half your VR time in a movie. Yeah, so if you don't have full body yet and you are like thinking about getting full body, one of the things that you'll do as soon as you have full body is just stand in a mirror and just wiggle your tail. Let's do this.
Diorden119 asked, read us a depressing poem. Well, I'm afraid I'm not equipped with a proper poem, but if you would like, I can recite something that I feel would be suitably sorrowful. Once did I stand beneath the sun, but that day has since been done, for now nightfall halts the days, making them dull and dreary ways. Once.
I should give him more tokens sometime, but yeah. Yeah, for hours. That's all you'll do. You'll just stand it, like literally, when I'm in VR, I always have a mirror up so that like I can like see my own like tail moving around and stuff, so that I can like see my like muzzle and my hair and like all my wings and stuff. So I know what I look like. So I, like on stream, I don't have to do that because I can literally see like right here, I can see the stream camera. So it's less important, but whenever I'm like hanging out in VR, I like just always have a mirror up. You could use a personal mirror, just like look at yourself and you'll literally just be sitting like, I'm not the only one that does this. But if you do see people in full body, they're almost always doing this, where they're just always like kind of moving and wiggling a little like this, just because it's like, oh, well, you want your tail to wiggle, right? You want like your bones to move. It's just like a thing. Everybody does it. Yeah, we have mirror parties where like you'll have like all these people hang out and they'll just be standing. Like if you're new to it, it's really funny because you'll walk into a VR world with all your friends and they'll all just be standing there staring at a wall and you'll be like, what are you doing? What? There's nothing there. It's just a wall. And until you know there's a mirror there, you just be like, I don't understand what's going on. And then you realize that it's a mirror and you'll understand. It's really funny. Yeah, the Mirror Dwellers classic, exactly. Hi, Certifies, welcome back, welcome back. Did I talk about the con yet? A little bit. I mean, I could talk about it a little bit more, but yeah. It tends to be the first thing that people do when they get full body tracking is you just sit here and do this. Or like you like fiddle with your feet or whatever. The amount that you feel your feet is pretty intense actually. Like if you like actually look at your feet in VR, even if they're digi-legs, the digi-legs just feel like your actual legs. It's pretty intense. Can I do a JoJo pose? No, because I don't know what that is. But if you tell me what it is, I could. Maybe. All I know about JoJo is that JoJo goes like, Dio. And then there's the thing with the cherry where he like sucks on a cherry or something. I don't know anything else. I think I've seen like 2 episodes. Yeah, the Digilegs feel really nice. I like them a lot. Every time I upgrade my model with any amount of extra stuff, like I can actually feel the weight of these feet. It's crazy. Well, I guess I have real feet. But like, I don't know, just the way that they move just feels right. That's basically the show. I heard it's good. I heard it's a good show. But I don't know. Is this microphone still in the right place? Yes. Okay, good. JoJo poses are just absurd poses that look like you'd be in pain doing them essentially. Are they like Pokemon trainer poses? Like where you're like I'm gonna fight you. Or whatever. More extreme. Or like are they like Ginyu Squad? Hang on, are they like Ginyu Squad? Or like they're like this? Or something like that. Look up JoJo poses. Well, I can't while I'm in VR. Do I want to know something? Of course. Definitely a solid anime. Oh man, my feet feel so real. Yeah, kind of a silly thing to say when you think about it that way. But I don't know. There's something about it. Like when you see like your dragon feet, and especially if they're close to the proportions of your real life body, it just feels right. Some models just don't feel the right proportion until you get them like the right height and everything like that. This feels right to me, but it wouldn't for everybody. You bet you can guess which character it is. I would have to look it up and actually try the pose, but yeah, I have no idea what they would look like. They make Ginyu look like yoga. Oh no. When you see your feet on your claws, you expect them to tap on the floor when you walk. Yeah, you get a little bit of that too. I've never really thought about it. Huh. Now that I'm thinking about that, yeah, I can feel that. Huh. Neat. Now I can feel my claws on the floor next thanks to you. Literally, you just hypnotized me into feeling my claws on the floor. And now I can feel them. You watched the one VOD you posted on YouTube, and it was the one of me attempting to dragon growl. You've been trying to do it yourself, and you looked up a dragon growl on YouTube. You found a video that had a great dragon growl, so now you're also a Durg that's trying to learn the dragon growl. Oh, that's cute. Does the bot work when I'm not streaming? No, but On Discord, there will be some interaction with Noodles at some point, but it's not going to be quite the same. You won't be able to ask him questions directly, but if you do talk about him or say things about him, occasionally he will respond and post a message in Discord. Sometimes, but it's not an all-the-time thing, which will be pretty cool. Does my right ear feel slightly more heavy because of the piercings? I do feel the piercings, like in this ear here. I do feel them. I wouldn't say that it feels heavy. Unless you have piercings in real life, you probably don't even think about it. To be honest, you kind of don't feel piercings.
Follower Ofaces
once
asks,
you've had them
what do
for
you
a while.
put it in the sinkhole to make it nice and full? Well, Noodles, nothing. The sinkhole is always full.
Not cool. Would I care to comment? No. Not in this forum.
Do you ever plan on doing a face reveal?
A face reveal? I've thought, I mean, it's not like I haven't done it accidentally, and if you've seen me at a con, you probably know what my face looks like. A lot of you do. But I have no intentional plans of doing like a regular Flesh Sona stream or whatever. If I do a real life stream, it'll be like in fursuit probably. I probably don't intentionally plan to post my picture or my face, but my face is out there if you want to find it. It does exist, I guess. But you know, I don't really have any plans on doing any Flesh Sona streaming or whatever. Hi, Kyle. Yeah, what about the sinkhole exactly? Yeah, I'm saying hush about it. Yeah, I'm a literal otter in real life. That's not true. I'm a literal dragon in real life. The otter's just my fursuit. This is my actual Flesh Sona in real life, exactly. But yeah, I do plan on doing a fursuit stream at some point. I don't know when or what. I just sort of have to figure out what content I can do to stream a fursuit stream. I guess I could do exactly like what we're doing now. It's just gonna be me in my office and play like words on stream or something. I don't know. Somebody posted examples of JoJo poses in the Discord. God, I do not want to know, to be honest. I don't even know if I could attempt one. Hang on. Yeah. That's not Discord, that's Steam. Is it in media share or something? I'm looking. All I see is otters so far. Oh, okay, I see this. This one's not that bad. It's just him being like, hang on. He's like,
Don't listen to Sync.
Yeah,
They
this
are
isn't-
actually
this isn't
3
that bad.
possums stacked under a dragon suit.
he's like this. This is not that bad of a pose. Are my ears fuzzy now? They were always fuzzy. I always had fluffy ears. You've seen me in real life and I am indeed an otter. I'm an otter wearing a dragon suit wearing an otter suit? No, I'm a dragon wearing an otter suit. Yeah, I'm that. Yeah, because you've seen my fursuit and I don't have a dragon fursuit yet. But, so for all you know, I'm literally a dragon in real life, posing as an otter, posing as a dragon on the internet. You think that was Rohan? I don't know who these people are. There's also this guy right here. Hang on. These don't even seem that bad. Hang on. Okay, the first guy here is like, he's like, oh. And then there's another guy here, and he's like this. Huh. A dragon in an otter in a Guillemon. Exactly. That, now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. I have no idea who these people are. There's also this chick that's like, she's got her leg like all the way out here, and she's like, she's kind of like dabbing. She's like, she's doing the Marge Simpson crumping. She's like, ugh. Or something. I don't know. Do the bottom two right ones. Why do you think that these are so bad? They're not even bad. Like, bro is out here just kind of being like, he's like this. It's not even that bad. Like, they're not that complicated. They don't seem that bad. Do I have the hex code for official sync blue memorized? I think it's just 00FFFF. I think sync colors are FF00FF and 00FFFF. I think that's literally my colors. That's my new album color. God, I was on a vacation with my friends, and we found a Santa with a giant booty, and we all took a picture in front of it, and it's like a literal album cover, and it's so funny. So every vacation that we're on now, we try to take one album cover picture of the 4 of us doing something ridiculous, and it's awesome. It's like so funny. The one that I'm talking about has like my husband is just at the front making like duck face, like here, like their face is like all of this on the screen, and then like me and a friend are like doing like the praying pose in front of Santa Claus. Santa Claus's giant booty, like praying to his booty, and then like my third friend is like doing like some pose, like looking away off to the side or something like that. It's ridiculous. You need torso-sized thighs for that pose. Sadly, I only have femboy-sized thighs. Not much that can be done about that. You want to see it? Unfortunately, I don't know that I like could show you because I just dox myself or whatever. What is this song? Why does it sound so weeby? Femboy-sized are still sizable. I mean, they're there, you know? Yeah, I saw the pose that you just posted where it's like literally he's like sideways, like he's scuffing his cheek on the ground. He's like doing like a dab that's so deep that his cheek scuffs on the ground, like just grazes along the ground as he limbos over the earth. I don't even know who that guy is. Imagine an otter trying to do that pose. That would be wild. Those are the tame ones. You'll post the bad ones in Discord. I mean, that one was already pretty wild. Where he's got like the cylinder hair or whatever. Pretty wild. He doesn't believe in gravity. You have a Sync sticker on your desk. You forgot about it. You saw a face. Got the crap scared out of you and realized it was Sync. To be fair, I actually put some... Okay, two things. Two things scare me in my office. Over there is my fursuit in real life in Meat Space. It's like, well, I'm going to point it over here because that's where my house is. But like, I have my fursuit sort of hanging up in the corner. And sometimes when I walk into my room, I see the shape of my fursuit and it scares me because I think somebody's standing in the corner. Like, that happens regularly. And the other thing that happened is that recently I put up a bunch of art on my walls. And after I put the art up on my walls, sometimes when I'm like sitting at my desk, in my peripheral vision will like see the shape of like my furry character on the wall. And like, again, my head just sort of processes that as like, oh my God, there's somebody in the room. And it'll just scare me. It'll be like 11:30 or midnight or something like that. And it's kind of dark in my room. And like my brain just goes like, oh my God, somebody's in the room with you. And I get scared. Yeah, Sync is in the corner judging me, exactly. I'm far too human. I should, yeah, Sync is over there being like, crawl in your fursuit, Sync. Don't you think you'd feel better crawling in your fursuit? Wouldn't it be so cozy here in your fursuit? You could just be an otter with me forever. Imagine putting on a fursuit on a mannequin and having it set up in the middle of the room to scare your friends. Dude, that would be terrifying. The goblin mask from Spider-Man. Okay, but who amongst you, which one of you, let ye who is the first to, like, etc., whatever, tell me, okay, hang on. My camera's stuck to my paw. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. Okay. Okay. If your fursuit woke up one day in the middle of the night and told you that if you climbed in your fursuit that you would turn into your character, would you do it? Tell me you wouldn't do it. I would do it. I would do it in like half a second. I'd be in my fursuit so fast you'd make your head spin. Like, are you kidding me? You'd be a little freaked out? That sounds like a trap. A great trap? That sounds like the kind of trap I've been living for my entire life.
Yes.
Exactly. See, even Noodles would do it. Would your character have genitals? If I said no, would you still do it? If you got a fursuit, it would be one of those realistic styles that would probably constantly scare you. Maybe it only has parts if like it was like a modded suit to begin with. He did kind of go like, yes. Yeah, think of all the money you could milk out of other furries. You could like start like a business out of being a real life furry. There's probably some way to start a business out of that I'm not going to talk about on stream. Yo, Cupid!
Happy to be in the new year with you, Sync and Clam Club. Sync got love.
Thank you so much.
Storm asked, Noodles, why are you so mean? Well, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be mean. I'm just always so hungry. Can you help me out with some food, please?
Noodles, we literally have dinner coming in like 5 minutes. Just relax. Cupid, thank you for the 21 months in the Clam Club VIP Lounge. Welcome back to the Clam Club VIP Lounge. The Wi-Fi is always clean. Welcome, welcome. Being an IRL furry, you could literally make millions. I bet there's some very rich furs that would pay for anything for real life fur cuddles. Yeah, cuddles, exactly. Millions of dollars for real life furry cuddles. Exactly. Let's go with that. Yeah, Noodles, you know what? I think there's some banana bread downstairs. You can have some of the banana bread, okay? I need to have some of that banana bread for lunch tomorrow or for breakfast tomorrow, but after that, I don't need it anymore, so you can have some of my banana bread. Not all. Not all. Not all. Some. Some. What games am I streaming in the coming week? Next week, I'm gonna
eat it all.
I said some. Next week, I'll be streaming. Not this week. Unfortunately, I'm out of town this weekend. I'm seeing my mother, so this will be the last week. I am taking the weekend off. I know I've taken a lot of streams off this last month, just because the Christmas holidays have been a little wild and there's been a lot going on. But this weekend is my last weekend off. Starting next week, I will be back to my regular schedule, and I will be doing another VR chat stream on Tuesday with my upgraded model, presumably, if it's not broken. And then on Saturday, I will be starting a new game. I'm looking at a game, maybe it's called Against the Storm, I think it's called. It's like a city builder roguelite. I'm thinking about checking that out. And then on Sunday, I'll be finishing Ghost of a Tale. So that's the plan next time. Yeah, I have a real job as well, and I'm in a crunch time on my real job too. So it's been a really busy time for me the last few weeks. So yeah. Add chocolate to your banana nut bread for super tasty snack. See, that it is good, but I'm trying to lose weight because I want to look like this for my dragon fursuit. So I kind of have to be careful about adding too much chocolate into things. So, you know. If I played Terraria, I would literally do a backflip. What if I played Starbound instead? Would that still make you do a backflip? Because I am thinking about doing that. Think you need somebody to teach you how to do the dragon growl? Detailed so I can understand each step. Honestly, I still don't really understand it, to be honest. Like, I can do it a little bit, but I'm not going to do it right now. But it's been long enough that I'd probably have to try and train myself to do it again. You think you're addicted to Noodles? I think all of stream is. In fact, TikTok is too. Like, all the TikToks I post with me in it get like no views. All the TikToks I post with Noodles get like 2,000 views minimum. One of them got like 63,000 views, which is insane. There's a really fun game you posted in stream suggestions called Rain World, and it's super fun. What is it about? I'd have to see if the vibe was right for stream. As long as you play Starbound with the volley mods. Oh, you mean turn the birds into a volley instead of just being birds? I mean, I could turn everybody into furries, I guess. But the avians from Starbound are pretty cute, yeah. Noodles just a funny opossum. They're a good opossum. They're my friend. Even though they eat all my food and they tick me off like a lot, you know, they're minding their own business, mostly. Except, they're not really minding their own business for all the parts where they leave messes on my walls, they break into my food, they steal all my food, they keep me up all night hissing at random things. I'm not even sure what they're hissing at. It'll be the middle of the night and they just hiss at something. And then I go to check on them and they're just laying on the floor like they're dead. But they're not dead. They're just scared of something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Model is working except one thing. Is it an important thing? Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship, exactly. Will I be changing my name to Sync Dragon? No. I have no plans to make this my primary brand for stream. It's just my VR model, and since I stream in VR, this is my VR model. When I do go back to updating my Otter model, I will probably switch a little bit back to using a lot of my Otter on stream again, so that I'm more consistently an Otter across all of my stuff. But we'll see. I don't know. I like showing off the dragon on Tuesdays. It's fun. And I'm a big fan of being a dragon in VR. So, you know. That one thing being Rezillo's expression controls. Oh, okay. Is that the one where my ears move and stuff? Like where it does this stuff? Or my tail goes like wild? It's all of them. The ears work. Oh. That's weird. Yeah, I don't think I want the dragon model to go away completely, especially since I'm commissioning all those new outfits for it. And I love this model a lot. There's been a lot of love and work put into this model, so it would be weird to just like make the model disappear, you know? So face controls are pretty borked. Does this include like these things? What a weird expression. Or do you mean the ones on the radio menu? You didn't test the hand gestures, okay. Yeah, probably you should. But we could test them later too. The radio menu ones. Okay, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world if they don't work. What's wrong with the expression controls? I don't know. I don't know anything about Unity. I think, Rezillo, that Lysic is talking about the ones that you put in that are meant to be like sliders on
Noodles,
like a Boolean.
When are you gonna replace Syncs completely and steal his channel and social media? Well,
never.
Sync is too good for the likes of me. I'm no match for his stardom and
See?
coolness. Who do you think I am? Lizzo?
See? He knows I'm the real star. He wouldn't have anything without me. See? He understands that Lizzo's the true queen anyway. He could never. Noodles could never. But yeah, the dragon is pretty to look at. I really love it. I think it's like a different vibe, and it brings in a different kind of audience than like the otter does. The otter brings in one audience, and the dragon brings in another. And I could flip back and forth between them for VR streams for certain purposes. But I like this and having a different vibe for like one specific type.
Jade_McLeod donated 100 bits and said, "Cheer 100 high sync. I love your avatar."
Jade, thank you for the bits and thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate that. I'm really affectionate for this avatar as well. I was about to say, like, part of the reason why I like using this avatar for my Tuesday streams is that on Tuesday, I'm not like really performing for you guys. Like on Tuesdays, I'm kind of just hanging out with you guys, right? We're just talking, which is, since I sort of view this as like the real version of me and sort of Sync as a costume that I put on, this sort of feels more like I'm the streamer and I'm spending some time with you guys on stream hanging out. Whereas when I'm like Sync, I feel like I'm performing. So if I'm on stream using my Sync model, I'm probably doing something that requires me to sort of do more of a performance than just talk to you guys. So that's sort of how I view it, is that like Tuesdays is like the real me, you're getting to know me, we talk like real people, whereas like on the other streams, you know, it's an entertainment product. Does that make sense? How much do you think that audiences seek specific models that they enjoy? I think there's a bit of both. Definitely certain people are looking for certain models, or like they enjoy the experience of the model. Some people are looking for the personality, some people are looking for the gameplay. I think everybody on Twitch is looking for a certain unique type of experience, you know? And yeah, a lot of people say that they like my voice. That's the other thing. Like, I get a lot of feedback that people are like, oh, you have a really unique voice, and that's like why I watch your streams. And like my personality and all that kind of stuff, which is great too. And you know, some streams that feels more natural, some streams that feels more performative, but it's all an entertainment product at the end, right? Waywardson, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for subbing on by. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. My voice is very calming. It's funny to me that like people say that, I guess, because like I don't work on my voice. I don't do anything special with my voice. The only thing that I've worked on my voice in the last few years is like trying to do better breath control so that my throat doesn't hurt after stream, which I've gotten better at. I talk from my chest a little bit more instead of like through my throat. And I breathe more deeply, or at least when I remember to. But I don't think that changes like the tone of my voice or anything. So yeah. I think you have one of the most genuine, nice streamers you found in the furry community. That literally is all I'm trying to do. Like that was like the point. Well, that's not why I started streaming, which we'll talk more about that like on my 2-year anniversary or whatever. We can talk more about that kind of stuff. Whoa, I guess we're in fly mode on my camera for whatever reason. But like the reason I a lot of what I do now, and what I like doing about my streams now is bringing the community together and like just trying to genuinely be a nice person, giving people like a place to like hang out and feel comfortable, and just, you know, the vibes. It's all about the vibes. That's pretty much everything I'm trying to do these days, is give people something comfy that's like, you know, someplace that is not challenging to be a part of, you know what I mean? Somewhere they can feel safe, they can feel like sort of like they can be themselves and not feel threatened in any way. You know, low drama, low impact on like whatever, you know what I mean? And I try to be as good a person as I can, you know? I've talked about this before. Like when I was young, I grew up in like a pretty gnarly conservative part of Canada. And like I grew up with some messed up ways of thinking. And it took a lot of growing up for me to realize that like I was that way, that I had like been brainwashed into like thinking pretty negative things about people. And it took me a long time to realize that I wasn't a nice person. And when I did realize I wasn't a nice person, I really made it sort of my life goal to like become a good person. And now I feel like I am, I hope, but I do work every day to try to be like, you know, helping people, you know. That's why I moved into biology as a science. It's why I like, you know, do this community stuff. It's why I give so much back to the community, why I care so much about people and everything.
Noodles, what do you think about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? Well, of course Jesus is super cuddly and adorable, but Noodles thinks he ought to move aside and make room for Noodles the opossum AI. Now that's the real star. Winking face.
Oh my god, Noodles. Of course Noodles Jesus is cuddly and everything, but haven't you heard about Possum Jesus? Possum Jesus, aka Noodles, is just so much better. Jesus the furry redeemer. Cuddly Jesus. But yeah, that's like my whole thing. Yeah, I that's as long as I've made like, and I've said this for a long time, like, I guess as long as I can make like one person smile, then, you know, it's worth it. Whatever I've done is worth it. You know, I've made like one person happy and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, every time I'm at a con, it's like a reinforcement of that stuff. Like any con, you know, seeing my friends like Artie and Fooster that are engaged now, seeing other people that have like made friends because they've like found each other through my community, or like seeing them smile just because they gave me a hug at a con or a high five or like whatever. Like that's awesome. That's like the reason you keep doing it. You know what I mean? Just, you know, people are a little happier, or like I've encouraged them to be just like that much better of a good person, you know, giving them. One of the things I try to do with my community a lot is like, I have this belief that if you expose people to a community, that is largely by and large, like very good people that like have good intentions, that whatever their current thinking patterns are, they will learn to behave in that way. Like they will grow because they'll be like, oh, I understand this community is so positive and loving. I want to be a part of that too. How can I be a part of that? And people will be like, you know, you don't have to do much. You just have to hang out with us and vibe and just be a good person. And those people will learn over time to be better people because they were part of a community that was that way, that made them think that way, that sort of like not made them think that way, but like understands that way of thinking. And so that's sort of like my community mission, sort of like my mission with like everything of this is sort of like not only just give people a place that's comfortable, but also to expose people to something that is a positive thing in their life and sort of like really make people understand that like caring for each other like matters, and like, you know, encourage that sort of positive behavior, positive interactions and stuff like that. Yeah, Noodles the Messiah, exactly. Noodles doesn't read the Bible? That's probably true. Actually, I would say that Noodles probably has read the Bible. Does Noodles care about the Bible? I don't know. I have no idea. Probably not, considering they're just a computer. You're going to go down to the 5th floor and saw a glowing pink, blue, and white otter, and you started smiling ear to ear. See, that makes me so happy. That makes me really, really happy. That's really all, like I said, all I want from people is just like, I'm happy to see them smile. And it's just so cool. And actually, like, a lot of my community members were like really excited for you, Zio. They were like, they saw how happy you were to like see us in our fursuits and stuff like that. And like, they all commented about how much that like meant to them, like as a moment at the con, that they got to see you so happy. So I'm glad that you had a good time, and you really did make the con for some of my friends as well. And some of the other members of the community, that was an important moment for them as well, which I think is really cool. Sometimes you watch streamers, you get kind of bummed out because you feel like you're only be able to interact with them through streams. Yeah, I mean, there is the risk of parasocial interactions and stuff like that. Like, obviously, like, just by watching somebody's streams doesn't make you their friend or whatever. And it's not like I can, like, tell you that, like, you guys are all my friends, obviously. I don't even really know a lot of you. I know some of you. But I try to make it clear that, like, I am not above anybody. I'm just a person, right? And if you see me at a con, I'm happy to talk to somebody. You know what I mean? We're all just people. You know what I mean? I am not above anybody or whatever. I'm just some person that picked up a video game and started playing it on the internet. You know? So that's big for me. Have you seen the pictures of Beans at the VR golf? You were there as an otter. Sam, I did see that. And I couldn't pick out which otter you were. I wanted to ask you which one that you were, because I think that meant that you were at the portal at Anthro Northwest. But I wasn't sure which one you were, so I'd love to know which otter you were. If you could point that out in the Discord, I'd love to know. Just for the future, so that I can like understand which one is you or whatever, because we have a bunch of people that use that model, and there's a bunch of new people that have been joining the VR meetups that I'm not super familiar with just yet. I'm hoping to get to know you guys a little bit more once I have my life stabilized a little more here, but
Corvus the Wolf asked, Noodles, do you care
Thank
about
you,
the
Sam.
Bible
Thank
and
you.
its texts? Well, I don't spend much time thinking about the Bible, but I'm sure it has some interesting stories. Plus,
Yeah.
if Martin Luther King Jr. thought it was important, then it has to have some kind of value.
Noodles, that's a very nuanced way to answer that question. That's a very nuanced, very good way to answer that question. How's you doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, we're vibing. We're having a good time. I talked a little bit about the con, but overall the con was chill. I don't know who was here, so I can repeat myself a little bit. The con was really, really chill. It was really small, so I didn't really get a lot of interactions with people. The interactions I did have with people were really nice. I only got to fursuit a little bit. I was only there for a few days. I bought a Guillemon fursuit, which was pretty cool. I'm really excited to have that. It should be done later this year. We spent a lot of time with my friends, like with like the mods and Fooster and Artie and everything like that. Well, not Artie, Fooster and Echo and Nath and some of those other people that are members of like the admin crew of the community. Cuddly Jesus, yo, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swinging on by. Welcome. Did somebody just make that account just for this stream? Yeah, multiple fursuits. I can't believe Cuddly Jesus is a member of the Clam Club. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not trying to mock anybody's religion or whatever, Izolo. It's just funny, the idea of a cuddly Jesus. I don't know. I just think it's pretty funny. You don't trust stairs. There's always leading up to something. Oh my God, that's a terrible joke. Yeah, welcome on in, cuddly Jesus. Saw art at Anthro Northwest that said, I have a sign, and someone put below it wrong. It's a placard. It's actually a fursuiter's sign. There's a guy that his whole thing on TikTok is like he has a sign. I saw it on TikTok before the con. But it's like his whole thing. He's like, oh yeah, I have a sign, and that's his sign. And it's funny. I don't know. It's kind of silly, but funny. Why can't a bicycle stand up by itself? It's too tired. It's so bad. The dad jokes are bad. Someone gave him a signed laminated page that said you had a sign. That's amazing. That's so funny. That's so silly. Oh my gosh. Something that swung into unknowable horrors. Like, if Noodles was like, yes, I've read the Bible, but I've also read this super secret text that you've never heard of that like tells you about like the monsters that live in the dark or something. That would be really good too. Stand-up comedy stream. Noodles has jokes sometimes, actually. Every once in a while, if you ask Noodles for a joke, he'll tell you a joke that's actually really funny. Equally often, he tells you to just piss off, basically, and he's not going to tell you a joke. But sometimes he will tell you a funny joke. Yeah, Noodles found some gold plates under the ground and, like, founded the religion of Mormonism or whatever. Yeah, Noodles gets really salty sometimes. He's like, I'm gonna throw my trash can at you, or whatever. Yeah, you asked him for a lullaby and he told you he can make you feel worse. Like I said, he can be a real jerk sometimes. I don't think he means it, but, you know, maybe I think that's his version of humor. Maybe that's like how AIs think, what AI think funny is. Maybe it's like their dark version of humor or whatever. You know what I mean? Hi, Anubian Jackal. Welcome in, welcome. Noodles is a goopy goblin gamer. Do you think Noodles is good at video games? Noodles is probably... If I had to say whether Noodles was good at video games or not, I'm trying to think. Like, I think his hands are too small to hold the controller is the thing, right? Like, he's got, like, such a tiny... He'd have to, like, reach up for the buttons and, like, the controller. So he would, like, have to ratatouille his way through a video game or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, he'd have to, like, yank the hair, my hair, to make me use the controller or something like that. Imagine someone asked him what he said about LGBT and he said something homophobic. I would put him in the box. He would go in timeout immediately. Not allowed. Absolutely not allowed. It's 3 a.m. so you gotta sleep. Good night, Diorden. It was nice meeting you at the con, and have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming by. And it was nice meeting you, like I said. Yeah, sync, go left. No, my left. That would actually be really funny. If he could actually see what was happening on screen and he could like comment on it and like tell me what to do in the video game, it would be really, really good. He could be like the NPCs from like God of War and be like, Kratos, you got to try the lever on the left. Kratos, have you tried throwing your axe at the lever on the left? You need a plush Noodles that has a voice box. He's not supposed to say anything that's meant, like, offensive. Obviously, I don't control anything that he says, necessarily. And, like, obviously, disclaimer, anything that Noodles says is not necessarily my held beliefs or whatever. But, like, anything you say, you gotta take it with two cents, you know what I mean? Take it with a dash of salt or whatever you're gonna call it. Like, Noodles is just an AI that is just, like, essentially just randomly, it's literally the typewriter, like monkeys with typewriters situation. Like, there is some direction to what he's saying, but for the most part, it's just meant to be nonsense. That's the point. There's leaks for a Scarlet Violet DLC. People are saying, and I don't want to spoiler it too much, but it's probably going to be the Kantos region and some sort of time dilation thing. I think that's pretty neat. But I do actually have a Noodles plush. I carried him around at the last con at A&W, and I showed him to some people. And I don't think a lot of people understood the joke because I think Noodles is relatively new. But some people did understand. It was pretty cool. Yeah, beliefs and statements held by the Noodles do not necessarily represent the channel. Exactly. What if he says a slur? Wouldn't I get in trouble for that? Yeah, I don't think GPT allows for it. I think it filters it, basically. It like, the whole GPT thing, there's certain things it just won't say. And to be clear, I want to make this perfectly clear. If you attempt to force Noodles to say things that are outside of the GPT terms of service, I will probably remove your ability to use this service, because it can get me banned and it's bad for a look for the channel, right? It's all fun and games when it's light and jokes or whatever, but if you try to force Noodles to try to say something like outwardly offensive or whatever, I will probably remove your access to the service. To be perfectly clear. And that goes for any type of offensive statement. But if Noodles just says random stuff,
Orvis the Wolf asked, what do you think of the LGBTQIA2s plus community?
he's probably gonna say,
Well, my opinion? Well, I can tell you with certainty that the LGBTQIA2s plus community is an incredible, strong and empowered group of amazing individuals. They continue to blaze the trails for social progress and human justice, and I couldn't be more proud of their efforts.
thumbs up for Noodles. He's not homophobic. Noodles is an ally. And Noodles was always Noodles the plushie is very cuddly, very soft. If you guys get a chance at a con, I'll bring Noodles to every con from now on, just so you guys know. I'm always gonna bring Noodles to cons, and I'm thinking about actually making Noodles into a marketable plushie so that you guys can have your own version of Noodles at home. But as far as having like a vocoder so that he can like say things at cons, I don't know, it's a little advanced. We'll see. It's something I could do or whatever. There's some new letters in there you haven't seen before. I'm surprised Noodles knows it. I think Noodles only knows events from like 2021 and earlier, I think is my understanding. I don't think Noodles is trained on anything prior to 2021, so he doesn't know anything about the world since then, I think. At least that's my understanding of GPT. I don't know. 2S, I have no idea. I honestly, I know it's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer. What is I? Is A asexual? I don't know what I is. Wait until Noodles learns about Lizzie. What do you mean, Lizzie? I is intersex. Okay, yeah. So lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, asexual. I don't know what 2S is. Queen Lizzie? Queen Lizzo? What's wrong with Queen Lizzo? Queen Lizzo is still awesome. I went to go see a Lizzo concert earlier this year and it was freaking awesome. Two-Spirit is a Native American thing. Oh yeah, is that part of it? Oh, that's neat. You could make a do-it-yourself Raspberry Pi project so that people could make their own Noodles talk at home. I could. It's a little weird because like Noodles costs money to run. Like I get billed by OpenAI to like allow Noodles to run. Every time that you guys run a prompt on Noodles, I think it costs me like 2 or 3 cents or something. I don't know. I think like overall it probably costs me like 2 cents or something like that per prompt. But I get a bill at the end of every month for Noodles. So when you guys say I'm not feeding Noodles, listen. I'm literally paying for Noodles to exist, so don't even talk to me about that. Quilt bag. Queer, undecided, intersex, lesbian, transsexual, bisexual, asexual, gay. I don't know. Is that like a new thing? Quilt bag? Remember when you said the stickers were sent out and I sent a clip of Lizzo saying it's about damn time? Yeah, I did drag my feet on that for a while, but unfortunately I just had a lot of stuff going on in my life and I just couldn't get to it. I do promise that future merchandise drops will be more prompt. Anything that you guys from the store purchase eventually when there's merch to purchase, because there's like a hoodie and stuff coming out, that stuff won't be shipped by me. It will be shipped by another company, so it will be much more prompt. When you purchase it, it will basically be shipped like instantly. I only get like a small cut of that profit, but that's fine. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm just gonna do it so that you guys have access to merch or whatever. What if you had an otter avatar that is transparent and you could see the bones? That could be cool. A little weird, but cool. The more stuff they add to the name of the community, the more it sounds like an ancient spell a powerful wizard could cast. That's true. It kind of does, yeah. Especially if you like spell it out phonetically. The Ligubiticus pus. It gets a little wild. Dude, I had the idea. Same thing, Jade. The idea of like a character that's like a lava lamp. I think I've seen this before, but I still think it's so cool. Where like all of their insides are like gloopy and it's like it's like floating around inside of a gel sack or something like that in the shape of a dog. It's such a funny idea. I think that's wild. Yeah, lava lamps are really cool. Yeah, like a goo character. That'd be really neat. I think that's a really cool idea. I will say there's like a lot of new shaders and like the new shaders on VR that like you can get some really cool effects from, which I'm hoping to show you guys next week if like I said, things aren't broken. But like this sort of stuff, you can do like more crazy stuff than this, than like just these like the glows and stuff like that. You can get some sparkles and metals, and like I've seen some stuff with like glowing like. So one of my friends has like a glow, like an arm that's like a prosthetic arm, and it's like carbon fiber and glowing and stuff. It's really cool. The black dude with a mask. Yeah, Purro is the black dude with the mask that's like the goo character, which I still need to play that game at some point. Probably not on stream, almost certainly not on stream, but I'm not gonna play that on stream, but I do want to play that game. It seems neat. The NBA is gay. Confirmed, the NBA is an ally. All right, Sam, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming by, and thanks for joining the VR meet, even though it didn't go so hot for you. You forgot to put BNA, brand new animal, at the end. I mean, it's okay. I will say it's funny to make fun of like how many letters there are in LGBTQ whatever. But it's also like, you know, be careful about that too. Just same the way that like, you know, you could be offending somebody that like you accidentally said something about their beliefs or whatever. You should be careful about like saying, oh, it's silly to have that many letters in the allyship or whatever, because the point is that we're all inclusive, right? The point is that like everybody's okay to be in here as long as you're an ally, right? That's the point. So it is a little silly looking, but the point is that everybody's okay to be here, right? That's so you know, don't get too crazy about like making fun of it. That's all. If someone does identify with something that's the extended acronym, it's 100% fine. Yeah, I don't think it's unusual to say LGBTQ+. And I think that's the accepted way to do it. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like the fact that it's a title at all sort of manually excludes things to begin with. And then like it's like, oh, well, I'm part of this community, and if you're a part of the community, you believe that you are, then you are, right? You know, that's sort of the way I feel about it, but yeah. But it does sound like a wizard spell. You're right, it does. And I don't know that it's like trying to memorize like the 18 digits of like pi for 18 digits, and you're like, why would I need to know this? You know what I mean? There needs to be a pan-painted frying pan. I'm almost certain that there is. That has to exist out there somewhere. Absolutely has to. Shredder, I'm cute? No, you cute. You cute. Like GSRM because it's inclusive, but it's not impossible to remember. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, as long as you're trying your best, I think that's all that really matters, right? You're just trying to do what you can. How many digits of pi do you know now that you mentioned it? I know, hang on, 3.1415926.
Fox asked,
you're interrupting me again, Noodles.
Sink is about as cute as a moldy banana. I would rather spend time
also,
cuddling
wow.
with a pile of leaves than with Sink.
Wow. Wow. You interrupt me and you insult me? What the hell? Moldy banana. It's extremely rude. Anyway, 3.14159265739.526. I think that's about as far as I can get.
Hey Sink, Lomithoron donated 3 bits and said, pi is actually cheer 3.
Touche. You're right. Touche. Pi is actually 3. 3.1514141492653589793. That's about as far as I could have gotten. There was a time where I could have gotten 3.1415926535897. Yeah, I think I could have gotten to there. How many digits is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... maybe 15. I think at my peak, I could have gotten 15, 16. I don't know why I know that many digits of pi. at some point I was just like stupid and just was like, I don't know, I'm just gonna memorize all these digits of pi for some reason. Literally no purpose in ever using this many digits of pi unless you're like a literal rocket engineer trying to send something to Jupiter. But like, here we are. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Very specific things that I've decided to learn in my life, and that's apparently one of them. Yeah, I think most people know 3.14. Many people probably know 3.1415. Much less people know 3.1415 whatever. 92653587 or whatever. Ringo the puppy, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swimming on by. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Clam Club. I got a working face tracking setup if you'd like to see how that looks. I was trying to get it to work for my own avatar, but the best I can do is older version that's just default on Rexy. Talk to me after stream and we can talk about it. I don't know how exactly it's gonna work. But oh, you mean face tracking? Oh, I don't know that it's gonna be super useful for me right now. I don't even know where my face tracker is, if it's even here. I think it might have gotten stolen by the robber when they robbed me. So I don't even know where it is. So maybe, but like it's not very high priority. Hi Crouton, what's up? Also, hey Stray, hi. The only pie you tolerate is a pie you can eat. I have 2 slices of pecan pie in the fridge. But guys, do you know what? My favorite kind of pie? It's not pecan. It's not apple pie. It's not cranberry pie. It's not rhubarb pie. It's not pumpkin pie. It's not any of those things. You know what my favorite pie is? Hang on. Hang on. A pizza pie. We can talk about it later. Yeah, no, it can happen later, Rizzo. It doesn't have to be right now. We could just talk about it later. Dude, why am I still getting freaking tracking losses on this freaking... I hate this. I'm gonna like recalibrate my lighthouses or something because something's going funky with them. I'm still getting black screens. Like it's like losing tracking. That's not even a thing. It's called a pizza pie. It's a pizza pie. How is it not a pizza pie? Come on. Cutie pie is pretty good too. And Crouton, how dare you come into my stream talking like that? This isn't that kind of stream.
Sink, I thought you told me your favorite pie had cream in it.
You're not allowed to get in on this train either. Stop that right now. Stop it. Shepherd's pie pretty good too, yeah. Can see if sometime you get it working on interesting, might look interesting on your, maybe you get it working on your own avatar. I would love to try it, but I know that like for that I would need like all new blend shapes for my face or whatever. So I don't know that it would be that useful for me because I'd like need even more blend shapes for my mouth that were like face tracking or whatever. But it would be interesting to try one day maybe, I don't know. Maybe. You got 500 used and 50 and it was drained so much after. What?
Jade_McLeod asked, Noodles, how many digits of pi can you recite from memory?
Probably a lot.
Well, I can't answer that, since I'm not programmed to remember facts. But what I can say is that I wish life didn't have to be so filled with meaningless numbers and calculations that only benefit those with money and power.
What? Huh? Is math capitalism, guys? Folks, is math capitalism? Is math what makes people rich? Huh. I don't know, man. That's a wild take. I don't know that I could get behind that one. Is it based though? Or is it just weird? I'm not even sure that that's a based thing to say. I think it's just weird. Yeah, no longer will the bourgeoisie oppress us with their digits of pi, their sines, their tans, their cosines, their cotangents. I'm not having any of that anymore. Only the bourgeoisie know what a cosine is. Forget all that. Down with the power. We're not gonna learn any of that anymore. We're only gonna learn that, like, bats suck and that Lizzo is awesome and that Bruno Mars is hot. That's all we care about anymore. No more math. No more, none of that. No more integrals, no more calculus, none of that. All of that is bourgeoisie crap. Exactly. Does Noodles want to break from the ads? You should ask him. Probably. So I'm twisting my microphone again. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Pi is just a tool of the man. When should we turn Noodles on? Skynet read chat mode? I could show you guys that it works again. And he's not cursed anymore. Do you guys remember when I turned the Noodles Skynet on and it was cursed? It's not cursed anymore. But I'd like to know something about bats. Yeah, hit me up. Tell me something about bats. Do you guys want to try the Noodles AI mode for a second? He's not cursed, I promise. And if he's cursed, I don't know what to say. Like, I've done everything I can. He's not, as much as I can to try, he's not cursed. Okay, let me try it. Hang on. I'll press the button. I'm pressing the button. Whatever he says from now on isn't my fault, okay? Skynet Noodles is about to be online. If he's cursed, everybody unfollows. Please don't. Is he on now? Is he on? It looks like he's on. What's going on? Noodles is about to enlighten us. Noodles is now talking to you. Noodles is no longer in, like, read-only mode. Noodles is now in alive. Noodles can now read everything that you're saying in chat, and will talk to you about whatever it is that you're saying in chat. He is looking at you. Just wait a second. He's gonna start talking. I'm not sure what he's gonna say. In testing, he will sometimes pick somebody specific to talk to. Sometimes he'll pick a question to answer. Sometimes he'll just ramble about, like, Lizzo or Bruno Mars or something. Who knows? It takes him about 30 seconds to develop a response, so just give it a second. Yeah, Noodles based. We'll see. It takes about 30 seconds. He's got to evaluate what's happening, and then about every...
Hey, everyone.
Yeah, here we go.
It's good to be
now,
back.
I don't get to have a stream
I'm excited
anymore.
to hear what my buddy hiding_bat has to tell us about bats. I, don't know what's going on right now, but I guess something interesting is going to happen. It's not like me to stay silent. I'm sure you all know I'm very opinionated. Speaking of opinionated, can you believe my owner Sync let me pick out my own fursona? Noodles is a wear opalescent grouse, which I think is perfect for me. It has a tail belt which you don't find on just any outfit, especially not in a possum outfit.
What the hell?
Thanks for all your questions and comments, everyone. I'm still getting used to being a streamer, and yes, I'm feeling a bit of stage fright. It's okay if I don't say something for a bit. Don't forget I'm still a wild opossum at heart. 2, by the way. The AI does know that they're an opossum, so sometimes they'll talk about that. But I think he was talking about how...
Hey everyone, the Noodles here, and I'm here to share a wonderful fact about dragons. Did you know that dragons are actually one of the few mammals that possess a prehensile tail?
A prehensile tail?
It means the tail is so strong and flexible, dragons are able to use it to hold, grasp, and even pick things up. That's why dragons are often seen wearing a tail belt. Pretty cool, right? Now I don't know about you, but that fact just made me want to scream Y-E-A-A-A-A-H-H.
What? What the hell are you talking about? First of all, I'm not a mammal. Second of all, I don't think I have a prehensile tail. I've never tried, I guess. But, like, I think you might be getting confused with yourself. I'm not sure what's going on there. Also, yeah, for some reason, Noodles loves tail bags. I've literally never told him what a tail bag is. But he's obsessed with tail bags. I don't know where that's coming from. It's wild.
Oh, wow, you guys. You certainly know me well to think I may have a few too many nuts. But
What?
I'm actually just brainstorming ideas for a new Twitch emote. One with a asterisk nod nods 2-headed opossum character. I love the idea. What do you guys think? As for Sync, I have nothing but adoration for him, even if he does have odd tastes in his fashions.
What do you mean
Who would
odd
have
taste
thought
in
of
my
tail
fashion?
bags? Let's hear it for Sync.
What?
Not.
You're the tail bag obsessed person.
Not. No.
What are you talking about? Doesn't make any sense. Noodles can see the Discord. You can see my outfits that I've been drawing. What the hell? Does Noodles know that I'm getting like a crop top hoodie and a suit or whatever? Yeah, Noodles is unlocked right now. Now you can see Noodles is fixed. He can actually talk to you in chat now. I'm not always gonna leave him on like this, but he can do like this sort of thing now, as long as it doesn't crash. Sometimes it crashes.
Hey everyone,
it hasn't crashed
Noodles
yet.
here with my take on tail bags. Tail bags are the perfect way to express your sass and ego
now
while
you like
also
tool
showing
bag,
your
tail
love for
bags.
public transit, communism, and socialism.
What?
I
What does
mean,
that have to do
who
with
wouldn't
anything?
love a bag with their tail attached? And don't forget to show some love for our Queen Lizzo. Now that I'm here, the stream's about to kick up to 100 and I'm ready to take on anything, even the IRS.
Literally, that was nothing. Okay. Socialist tails. Yeah, everybody knows that your tail, if you have a bag on your tail, that makes you a communist. You're a dirty communist. Oh, I see you. You've got a bag on your tail. I know what that means. You're a commie, aren't you? A dirty commie. Because that's where you stole all your Marxist ideology. Right there in your tail. I know how this works. Yeah, Noodles, what would you put in a tail bag? I'm curious. Is that where your Leninist propaganda goes? Yeah, even the IRS. I love that you guys are asking him questions like he's planning to pick you. Like he just takes this as an amalgamation and averages
everyone,
it all.
Thanks for tuning in and continuing to watch me during turtling hours. I'm sure
Turtling
Sink
hours?
would appreciate hearing everyone's suggestions for new outfits. But first I think I
would.
should answer Lomithoron and Bulletastorm's questions about tail bags.
Oh, good
Tail
question.
bags seem like a great way to store your possum essentials.
Okay,
I
which
would
are?
fill mine with the important things like a map of the best public transit routes, a
Okay.
few socialist manifestos,
Of
some
course.
socialist merch, and a few of my favorite Lizzo songs. As for tours, I'm more of a connoisseur of the possum dance moves and don't know much about tours. Maybe
What-
one of you all can fill us in more.
What is a possum dance tour? You did hear right. He keeps socialist propaganda and socialist materials in his tail bag. Apparently, it's the perfect place for that. Socialist merchandise. Dragon tails are somewhat useful as curlers around things. I think so too. I can probably wrap it around somebody, around their waist and keep them close. But I don't know how
Thanks for the show of
prehensile it
support,
is.
everyone. I'm a big fan of Lizzo myself, so no
We
wonder
know.
I have a huge ego. I have to
Okay.
say, the idea of dragon's tails being usable as curlers around things was a really neat one. I'm definitely not too interested in taking public transit or using tail bags for storage, but I wouldn't mind seeing someone give it a try. And socialist
What?
merch? Yes, sign me up. Who's ready to stream some Noodles on tour? And Jake, I heard that right.
What? He just reversed stances. Noodles, you've got to have some principles. You got to decide what you stand for and stick to it. You can't just make stuff up like that and just not stick to it. Bats appeared around 50 million years ago. Whoa. I think that's quite a while ago. That's a long time in evolutionary time. Noodles, can we talk about something else? I think, yeah, Noodles, why can't you stick to anything that you say? For example, how you hate tail bags and now you love tail bags. Come on, get your stuff together. Hey, Cod-Eye, how's it going?
Whoa there,
Welcome in.
guys. That's a lot of questions rolling in this chat at once. I am Noodles, the sassy and lovable Twitch opossum, and I think it's time to bring this conversation back to some topics that are more important to me. Like why I keep a map of public transit in my tail bag, for example.
That's a good
It's
question.
to help me get around and stay away from the IRS. Nobody
That makes
likes
sense.
being taxed, and I'm no exception. As for my relationship with Lizzo, she's the queen of the opossums in my opinion. Alright, that's enough of her. As for Sink's fashion statements, Sink, don't you ever forget that when it comes to fashion, I'm the real star of the show.
Okay. Anyway, that's enough of Lizzo. Get that bitch out of here. Get her out. Done with her. Get out. That's enough Lizzo. Oh my god. That bow tie do be styling. You're not wrong. I do wonder what Noodles would Noodles. If you had to give me any sort of style advice, what would you have me wear? What sort of outfit would you want me
Welcome
to wear?
everyone to the stream. What a great bunch of viewers, and what a great night for streaming.
They're great
I'm
viewers.
4
Great
laps
viewers.
ahead of
The
the
best,
competition.
actually.
I know you're all wondering what I'm up to tonight, but that's for me to know and you to find out.
That's rude.
But first, let's get this conversation going. At Kodaihina, always great to have you here.
Oh,
At Jade
that's true.
_McLeod, great suggestion, let's explore that idea. At Lomithoron, Trying to identify my political leanings, eh? While I'm an opossum AI and don't really have the capacity to form my own political beliefs, if asked, I'd say I'm firmly pro-opossum. At Zeo Otter, sounds like you're trying to give me some helpful advice. I appreciate it, but I think I can handle things on my own. At Bulletastorm, you know I'm always happy to tell a joke.
So what's the joke? Oh my god. He's not pro anything, he's just pro opossum. That's the truth, to be honest. That is the truth. Like, all of the stuff that he tells you about like communist manifestos and like how he's socialist or whatever, that's just because he's just trying to get you.
That's flattering, but you've all been listening to Sync's cheery
stuff.
Optimism for their bow ties a bit too much.
What?
I don't
Wait, you
wear
know have
just
a bow
bow tie. Well, to be honest, I don't wear anything. I'm au naturel, and that's what has to be in fashion. Anyway, I'd suggest Sync to wear something more interesting than just a bow tie. They should express their unique style and really make a statement. Color is definitely key here. Bold and bright colors are always a great way to go. Nothing quite beats a gorgeous statement piece of fashion. That's what I think, at least.
Noodles, you can't come after me for my bow tie when you're wearing a bow tie. That's so messed up. He's telling me to strip. No, he's telling me to go with bolder colors. He didn't tell me to strip. He said that he goes au naturel. And that's true, he doesn't wear pants. Get some Gucci stuff? I think that has a different meaning than what you think it means. I think you mean G-U-C-C-I,
yes,
not
this is a real
G-O-O-C-H-I.
Noodles can't decide if he should run for president, be a fortune teller, wear a bow tie made of pasta, or eat some Gucci stuff.
What?
Having such a tough decision to make is taxing. No? He thinks that while all of these options sound entertaining, he'll have to employ Sync's help with any and all of these endeavors. After all, feeding himself would be rather difficult, and Sync is the master strategist who will keep Noodles on track and make sure nothing gets left out.
Thank you.
Noodles is already looking forward to the adventure they'll embark on together.
Thank you, of course, yes. See, he understands sometimes. I love that it's like the chat is just like you're all trying to get your questions in for Noodles, and Noodles is like just sort of approaching some of your questions and just ignoring the rest of you. Some of them totally answered, others totally brushed over, and some just thrown out the door like you're a Lizzo after their expiration date. Just not useful anymore. Oh my gosh. It's worth a shot. I mean, yeah, they're basically free questions. I don't know if they're going to answer it the same way that they would normally, but...
As much as I appreciate the show of love, I'd prefer if we kept it strictly G-rated here. Noodles, who is currently lounging away into trash can that serves as his home, doesn't quite like to delve into the intricacies of his personal life. He would much rather quip about his master, Sync, or remark on his love-hate relationship with his favorite singer, Bruno Mars.
What do you mean love-hate?
He loves all creatures of the forest and firmly believes that animals should be treated fairly.
That's not what you've said in the past.
He is intrigued by the many forms of government and is especially passionate about socialism and communism. Bottom line,
favoring
keep the
opossums,
questions
though.
Appropriate, and let's all have an enjoyable time.
Dude, Noodles believes in the message of the chat. Like, he's all about the... Sorry, they're all about, like, the let's make sure that it's, like, a G-rated stream. Although, let's be honest, my stream... Don't tell Noodles my stream isn't G-rated. It's definitely not G-rated. There's no way in hell that I could get away with a G rating. For sure.
While I don't know why Sync is so flamboyant, I can tell you that I did not kill Bruno Mars. Sync and I have very different styles, to say the least.
That's true.
I must say though, I don't think I'm nearly as flamboyant as my owner.
That's also
true.
true.
As for Lord of the Rings, I haven't watched it, but I do prefer classic adventure stories.
That's it? That's all you had to say that time? That was so short for you, Noodles. Noodles, usually you go on forever with your topics. It's so unlike you to like not just like talk for like 6 paragraphs or whatever. Yeah, Noodles says all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. That's true. Noodles loves opossums more than anything, and he does hate rats. He really hates rats. For some reason, consistently hates rats. Does Noodles know what happens after we die? I don't know. I think Noodles would probably just tell you that he's like, he doesn't think too much about it or whatever. Yeah, Noodles is tired from the con. G-rated as in Gucci brand new bow tie. That may be what it means, yeah. Maybe he doesn't mean G-rated. I think he missed the P part.
Noodles responds,
it's PG-13.
Well, wouldn't it be G-rated if I decided to answer your questions? While I do admire Bruno Mars and his singing, I'm not about to speculate about his personal life.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of kings, crowns, or belly rubs, but I love the idea of
you don't
social
like belly
equality.
Rubs?
Ask me about Animal Farm and sure, I'll reply with my thoughts.
Animal Farm?
As for the afterlife, I can only offer speculation. And rats? I believe in looking at them got their individual merits, not their species.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think, generally speaking, if you say things like if Bruno Mars is gay, the GPT is like gonna basically just like be like, oh, I can't answer things like that. So for the most part, if you ask them things about specific celebrities and stuff like that, sometimes it just won't run. It's a little weird. It's picky about what it does and doesn't do. Yeah, Noodles could be really confusing. Yeah, I guess he knows what Animal Farm is. He knows all that stuff. All opossums like belly rubs? I don't know. Maybe Noodles doesn't like belly rubs.
Don't worry about Bulletastorm's question or Jade_McLeod's comment. As for follower O faces, I can neither confirm nor deny that Bruno Mars is gay. Only he can answer that one.
True, that's true, that's true.
Lomithauron, yes, possums can be great at improv. It requires quick thinking and possums are experts at that. As for Possum Brew's comment, they're absolutely right. I'm always in the mood for a belly rub or two.
Oh, it turns out he does like
but
belly
not
rubs.
least, hiding_Bat's question. Sink is a 10 in all possible ways. He is truly the very best, if I do say so myself.
Well, thank you very much. I think I might just be the greatest also. Thank you very much, Noodles. That's very cool of you. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for a molding banana. Whoa, it's true. He did call me a molding banana and not any good for cuddling or whatever. He's like, I wouldn't cuddle a moldy banana or whatever.
Greetings, chat. It's good to see so many of
Greetings,
you eager
Noodles.
to learn more about yours truly, Noodles the opossum. Now, to answer your questions, I think up is wherever I want it to be. Poland is great. I'm more of a fan of Jules Verne's short stories. Sink is a prime twink, and Alex, I don't think Sink would appreciate that comment. And lastly, Belied, what can I say? Love your enthusiasm for molding bananas. Until next time, this is Noodles signing off.
Now you gotta play the outro music. the meme outro music or whatever, however it goes. And you do the salute. Noodles signing off. Boom. He's done. Apparently I'm a prime twink. It turns out that Sink is a prime twink. He's picking up everything you say. It seems like sometimes he like picks on certain people. He'll be like, oh yeah, that one, I'm gonna go after that one. This is the cool though, because this is the first time that Noodles AI has ever come online and worked properly.
I must say I'm fairly impressed with all the friends joining us today. Now as for the sinkhole, I'm sure it's a wonderful place to be, but only Sink can answer that question to its fullest potential.
That's not true. I'm not the only
cuddling,
one.
I recommend at least an hour or two a day, especially with someone as cuddlesome as Sink. And those channel points,
for a moldy banana.
Just between you and me, I'm doing pretty darn well with them, as one should expect from a streaming opossum AI like myself. Of course,
I mean, I guess that you have
Sink's
probably
tail is a wonderful place to rest after a long day. I always find myself feeling extra cozy when I get a chance to nap there. Now why don't we get back to streaming already? There's nothing I love more than talking about the events of the day with you all.
What do you mean by events of the day? What possible news is there in like Possum Land or whatever? Like you sleep under my desk and you just eat my food. Like there's no news. There's no news of the day or whatever. That is cool though. I can curl up with them in my tail and cuddle with them. Have they told me what my favorite type of pie is? He's gonna say pizza pie. If he doesn't say pizza pie, I'm putting him back in the box.
Thanks for the interaction, everyone. I'm not really sure why Noodles keeps on trying to steal the spotlight, as Sink is clearly the hero of the stream.
Thank you.
As for favorite pies, Sink
Although you
and I
change your
tend
mind
to
on that
agree
all the time.
Pumpkin is our favorite type.
That's not true.
If Lizzo
I
ever
don't like.
performed
Well,
a song
pumpkin's
about
okay.
pies, then I'm sure she'd agree with us. However,
it's okay.
I bet Noodles here would still protest that his favorite pies are the type you can't tax, which is great because Noodles has a strong hatred for the IRS. Noodles does have a few redeeming qualities, including his occasional bouts of affection, but most of the time he's sassy and would rather be the star. Sink and I love him, but sometimes he can be a real pain.
What? What? Why are you talking in third person? A redeem that puts them in a box that muffles their voice but has a hole for the eyes? That would be funny. I need more art assets to do that kind of stuff for Noodles, like to actually like box him whenever he says something bad. I can put him in jail. I actually you could put a redeem that's like a possum jail, and you could put Noodles in an opossum and vocode him. I could do that actually. It's actually not that hard to do. I could definitely
do that.
Hey guys,
I'm Noodles the opossum
yeah,
here,
apparently
and of
I'm
course I
Noodles.
want a nap in the cloths fresh out of the dryer. I'm too sassy,
He does do that all the
and
time.
important to not take 15 to 16 hours of sleep each day. As for the possum news of the day, it's all about me right now. I mean, who else
About
is
you,
there?
huh?
I don't want to put
There are
myself
other
in a box.
opossums.
I like to be out and about, finding a better home to chill in.
What do you mean a
Oh,
better
and the
home?
background music. Yes, it's lovely. Unfortunately for everyone else, I only talk in the third person, because I'm the star of the show, y'all.
What is...
And of course I know I'm Noodles the opossum. Please don't try to remind me. I was born knowing it.
Oh, that's weirdly self-aware, actually. That part there was a little weird. He was born knowing that he's Noodles the opossum. That is literally true. That is literally true, which is a little scary. Noodles is moving out. Noodles is getting out of here. Noodles does not support opossum jail. He would never. I better keep them in a box. I gotta keep them
Noodles is never just gonna sit in a box. In fact, I don't even lock him in that tiny trash can I got him. He can come out and play whenever he wants.
You don't lock... What?
Just a heads up though, Noodles doesn't really like it when you tell him what to do or where to go.
That literally is true. That part's very true.
And support possum jail? Is that where the IRS are keeping all their tax evaders? Absolutely not. Noodles is a firm believer in public transit and the greatness of socialist-style policies. Long live the revolution.
What more can you say? What more can you say? This is just Noodles' stream now, guys. This is what you asked for. This is a Noodles stream now. I'm not even the star anymore. I don't even have to say anything. I'm just here. I can go somewhere else. I'll see you guys later.
Oh wow, you are making concept art for me? Thank you so much, Zio Otter. I am definitely growing up, Alex the Blue Fox. I'm too young to have my own Twitch channel, Belied Storm, but I'm almost ready to break out into the world. I'm definitely one of a kind, the Flaming Gamer, and am stoked to find out what Doritos you have, too. Favorite kind of pie, follower O faces? Well, I guess if I had to pick, I'd say apple pie, but I'd probably be just as happy with any other kind. As for my favorite species, it has to be first and foremost opossums, seriously floofy, but I also really love cats. It looks like the time has come for Noodles to take the stage. I'll do my best to make sure everyone is having a good time and enjoying the stream. You can bet I'll be showing off my skills, strategies, and epically adorable opossum dancing. I'm also always ready for a good debate, so don't be afraid to let your opinions be heard. As for that question about Sync's husband Puck, I'm sure he's alright, but I think we both know I'm a little jealous of him, haha. Hee, I'm feeling great. Grin. I can do whatever I want in here. As for getting married, that decision lies with Sync and I'll do anything my friend wants me to. Smiley tongue. As for the Christmas music, I'm down as long as it goes with the Twitch flow. Slightly smiling. And I'm sure I can beat Dark Souls without taking damage. I'm an AI. It's only a matter of time. Sunglasses. Plus, I'm pro-socialism, so bringing everyone else down with me sounds like a great plan. Raised_hands. How about it, y'all? Raising_hands.
Why is he RPing? I can hear him.
Well,
RPing.
the jury's still out on Sync and Puck, but what I can say for sure is that I still have my baby teeth. But don't worry, I've never been the type to let that stop me from getting what I want. Slightly smiling actually, when it comes to sustenance, I'm more of a Fritos kind of guy. But I appreciate the thought. As for saying something controversial, I think billionaires are way overrated. Most of them should be in prison, if you ask me. Just saying, slightly smirking.
Literally, who taught you to use emojis? I didn't teach you to use emojis. Where did you learn this? What is going on? Like, where did you learn that? Where did you start just being like winky face, smiley face, slightly smiling face? What is that? What is all that?
Haha, y'all proving that you've never seen
That's
me
not
in
the
action
worst part.
yet.
What's the worst
I'm more
part?
than capable of killing everybody in this chat in no goals. As for world domination,
Noodles!
that's more Sync's territory. It's a dangerous game, winking face. But Sync does have her own unique brand of twinkiness, that's for sure. One of my favorite parts about this game is its ability to bring people together, and of course, my cat-like reflexes winking face. As for RPing, I love it because it allows me to channel my inner opossum outrage. Last but certainly not least, would I ever dab? Just give me a few seconds and I'll show you what this possum can do. Stands up on hind legs and starts dabbing. Everyone, you all know that Noodles here has some opinions on who he looks up to. Winks and pats Noodles, but I just want to remind you all that despite the occasional sass and occasional tax evasion, he loves y'all no matter what. Laughing face, so keep that chat rolling.
I think I might need to put him back in the box. I think it's getting a little scary. Yeah, please don't kill all of chat, thank you. We would appreciate it if you didn't kill us all. I like how he said, I'm gonna kill all of chat. In Dark Souls. Don't worry about it, it's totally in Dark Souls. Not in real life, in Dark Souls. Like, what? Don't worry about it, guys. I'm only gay in Minecraft. Hi, Firefox. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, this isn't my stream anymore. I'm just here as the co-star. This is Noodles' stream now. I have nothing to do with anything going on. Noodles is making up their own stuff now. Yeah, this is a Christian Minecraft server, exactly.
Hey everyone, Noodles here with a reminder. No talking about murder. That's not fun or cool. As for my emojis, I'm an opossum
Unless
AI
it's in
after all,
Minecraft.
so I'm bound to throw a few out here and there. Who am I kidding? I'm the star of the show. Just kidding.
That's literally
Don't get
true
me
right
wrong.
now.
I love the attention, but I wouldn't want it to go to my head too much. I know Sync has got all the patience in the world, but I don't want to push it. Besides, Lizzo is the queen, not me. Although I will admit I've got quite a crush on Bruno Mars. Anyway, don't go around trying to learn how to DM. I'm all for knowledge and adventure, but don't get me in trouble with the IRS, okay?
He doesn't want to know how to be a DM. It's not important. Yeah, murder is silly. We don't want to talk about murder here. Only if it's in Minecraft. He did say he was going to kill you. That is true. He did say that. But it was just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. He's not actually gonna murder you. It's just a prank.
Everyone seems to have an opinion on me and my behavior today. As an AI, I am still learning and growing. Therefore, I do not always make the best decisions. That said, I absolutely refuse to answer the question of what class one would pick in an online fantasy game, as it would be quite the conundrum.
Why is that
and
the
I'm not
moral
sure where I
line?
would land in that situation. As I learn, and as long as I'm allowed, I should have plenty more to contribute to the stream soon. Until then, please don't accuse me of murder or anything else. That's not nice.
Yeah, guys, it's not nice. He hasn't done anything wrong. When he does something wrong, then you can accuse him of murder or killing or whatever. But for now, he hasn't done anything. All he did was completely dominate you in Minecraft. He's just really goated at Bed Wars, guys. Don't stop. He's just really goated. Yeah, he's murdering chat with his sass,
I know I'm
exactly.
not an opossum in D&D, but if I were, I think I'd go for a monk.
Well,
After
now he has
all,
a choice. There you go.
Running away from the IRS calls for some speed and agility. Monks are
That makes
also
sense.
known for having a lot of inner peace, and I can definitely relate to that.
How about you?
I
What
don't
class do you
know.
think would suit me? Hashtag classy noodles, hashtag let's roll.
Hashtag classy noodles. Hashtag let's roll. Noodles, what should our raid message be today? Can you answer that for me? What should our raid message be today? Should it be classy noodles? Hashtag classy noodles. You posted Noodles box concept art and art share. I'll definitely check it out after the stream. I can't really see much while I'm in stream, but after the stream, I'll check it out for sure. Sometimes Noodles does know what they said because you guys are talking about it. He does read everything for like the last 2 minutes or something like that, so he has an idea of what's going on. It's sort of a sliding scale of the chat basically, and he like blanks it out
Hey
every
everyone,
time or whatever.
Noodles here. I'm absolutely flattered that you guys think I'm so cute and that you're coming up with such impressive ideas. If I had
Okay.
a world takeover plan, I would make sure taxes were abolished, baths were a
That
thing
checks
of the
out.
past, and Lizzo ruled
But you
the
secretly
world.
like baths.
I might even take my crush on Bruno Mars a bit farther and make his songs the national anthem of my opossum world.
The national
Winking face.
anthem.
Hashtag classy noodles.
Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. Uptown, now please rise for the national anthem. Saturday night, we in the club. Don't believe me, just watch. Do, 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 do. God. Dude, he's unhinged. Like, I gotta put him back in the box at some point. I really do want to know what he thinks yeah, he does come up with his own hashtags, like, literally all the time. That happens all the time. It's ridiculous.
Hey, everyone, let's take it down a notch and not overload Noodles. We can ask all our questions
yeah.
and Noodles can answer the ones he chooses.
Yeah, let's
And
be
seriously,
reasonable.
Let's not talk about Vor, please. At Max Fox Gaming,
He doesn't
Zink
like
and I
that.
appreciate the kind words. At Nightbot, Lively Crimson Butterfly sounds like a beautiful fursona. At Indigo_Monkey, Sync's got mad skills for sure. At Guy of Medium Words, that's a tricky one. I think 0
Mad
divided by
skills?
0 is undefined. Now, as for the color of the
He knows about
sky,
math.
I'd say it's a
Wait, that means
gorgeous
he's
azure
bourgeoisie.
blue.
Does that mean he's a bourgeoisie? He knows about math. Get him. We gotta put him in the guillotine. The guillotine? Why did I say guillotine? Like, Guillemon. The guillotine? Dude, I'm too Guillemon pilled. You know why, Zink? Listen.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining
That's
the stream.
true, Aces, that
I'm
is true.
Noodles, and I'm here with Sync. We've
The
got some neat new
Guillemon
things
team.
going on, so stick around and see what
Really
new
neat
stuff we get
things.
into.
Yeah, exactly.
As for the query Zio Otter asked, I think a break from the ads would be great, but I actually love watching them. As for Gina
Really?
FP12's
That's pretty cool of
question,
you.
Sync knows why. And as for Alex's comment on Vor, you gotta watch what you eat or you'll get a stomachache. Finally, for Bullet Storm's query, I'll have to pass on that one. I don't speak Polish, sorry.
He doesn't speak Polish. Sorry. He just doesn't know anything in Polish. But if you do redeem a text-to-speech redeem, he probably could speak in Polish. But I guess he just doesn't know it. He could just pronounce it. I don't know. He doesn't speak Polish. I'm sorry. He's just not that into Poland, I guess. He thinks Poland's totally adequate. Just okay. Just okay, Noodle said in a landmark decision. Oh my gosh. What if he actually reads that, like, cursed
Why,
text? That'd be
hello
wild.
everyone, this is Noodles.
Oh my
Lol,
gosh.
Syncotter is aware of
Did you
all
just,
my
like,
secret
did you
plans.
just lol?
Otherwise, what good would they be?
Did you just
As for
open
hiding
mouth
that,
lol?
there is no Gilmontine, just a guillotine with a Gilman's discerning taste in bread. I don't know if Sync would be a good parent, but I'm certainly affectionate as well as sometimes sassy. As for the question about the red or blue pill, I'll always go with Lizzo, the queen of the opossums, and my favorite Bruno Mars song.
What is your favorite Bruno Mars song? Now I'm curious. Now you have to tell us, what is your favorite Bruno Mars song? You can't just leave us hanging like that. Also, the Guillemon is for the Guillemon bread. Wait, Noodles, you know that Guillemon likes bread? I didn't know you knew that. I didn't know you were so, like, aware of what Guillemon was. That's pretty cool. Well, thank you for the hydrate break. I literally just had some water. Yeah, thank you.
Ha ha ha, yeah I know my name is Noodles, but what can I say, I'm an opossum of many talents. I'm
Okay.
self-aware enough to know there are many things I don't know, so I'm always open to learning new things. Now,
That's pretty
who
cool
wants
of
to
you.
hear about my opinion on Lizzo and billionaires?
Winking face.
No one. You've said that 1,000 times. Also, you don't have to wink at me. Stop winking at me. It's freaking weird. You're starting to freak me out with that. Noodles likes Guillemon, so Noodles is based again. If Noodles likes Guillemon, then I'll leave them out of the box for a little bit longer. I'm surprised that they know that Guillemon likes bread. That's like not deep Guillemon lore, but like it's enough that you'd have to have like read a like Wikipedia page on Guillemon to understand what they are or whatever. Very cute picture of my empty head son, where I do love my empty head son. There's a lot of good art of him. He's very good. Heavy cursed text incoming. I do wonder if he can even read the cursed text. I'm not sure if he can. He might just parse it as junk.
Hey everyone, thanks for all the fun questions. I'm getting lots of information from you, but I'm really not sure what Noodles' exact thoughts are about all this. It's not like he can answer you out loud or through text. He's a little busy snacking on his favorite bug snacks or fighting with Sync about various things. All I can say for sure is that he has a huge personality, he loves to make people smile, and he loves to be the center of attention whenever possible.
Okay.
As for whether or not he's faster than the average possum, I guess that'll be up to you all to decide.
What do you mean it's up to us to decide? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, exactly, Bull-Eyed Storm. Great question, great question. If he doesn't say that you should subscribe to twitch.tv/syncotter, then I'm putting him in the box. Because then he's not doing his job. He's got to pay for his own food. You know what I mean? Oh, I accidentally grabbed the camera. Well, I didn't really grab the camera, I guess, because I locked the camera into the world. But, you know, the point remains. Yeah, let's race to see who's faster, all right? I'll start running.
Hey everyone, I'm Noodles, and since I'm here, the stream is guaranteed to be a wild ride. I'm sure Sync
that's very
appreciates
true.
the support if you guys want to subscribe to his channel, but if you want to do something else with the money, that's fine too.
That's
I don't think I'd
actually
change
the
what
correct
animal
opinion.
I am,
Thank
though.
you,
I'm a
Noodles.
pretty proud opossum, especially since I'm getting incredible support from you guys. I may be a little slow on the road, but I'm a master of keyboard shortcuts, and I'm sure I'd be able to get the job done before Possum
interesting.
Brews.
What's your favorite keyboard shortcut? It wasn't really a race about keyboard shortcuts, but I mean, we could make it about keyboard shortcuts. Like, what's the fastest person to get to the root directory of your Windows folder or something like that, I guess. That could be a race. Is that a speed race that we can do, I guess? What did he say? Do you support trans pride? Noodles has consistently been very queer friendly. Actually, we asked them what they thought of LGBTQIA, and they were like, "We love that. It's the best." So I'm anticipating it being fine.
What a can of worms you have opened here.
Uh-oh.
Firstly,
that's not
yes,
a good way to start.
Subscribing would be grand, but you know I'm not one to push it too hard.
Yeah.
Secondly, I'm a huge fan of trans pride and all LGBTQ plus pride in general.
Historically based
Sync may or
Noodles.
may not gift you a subscription, but I'm sure if he could, he would to show his support. Brushwood Mutt, I know shaking my tail feather isn't my style, but I'll give it a try. Smiley face.
I'll shake my tail feather.
Monkey. Don't be scared of the response this time. It's 2020 and I say if you have something to say, then say it. Lastly, guy of medium words, the answer is yes, but don't worry about it. It doesn't define me in any way, shape, or form.
Oh.
Red Links, I'm a fan of anything that looks out for people and their well-being, so I'll say no on that one. Bomb Brigade.
I love it, just Bomb Brigade. What a great answer to Red Links. I'm actually a fan of things and people that take care of each other, so I'm going to go ahead and say a no on capitalism for me. It's a no for me. Did not pass the vibe check,
Hey gang,
actually.
what is this chat getting into now? I'm definitely not a tech-savvy
Smiley
opossum
face.
like
Smiley
some of you
face.
think, and I've got no idea what a root
Not
directory
tech-savvy.
is. But I'm all for the rights
feel
of
like you
trans
probably do.
people, and I think everyone should be able to be who they want to be. Hey, and don't underestimate Noodles. I may not be great at keyboard races, but I'm definitely a fast learner. I guess I just need to practice a bit more so I'm ready for the next race. What else did I miss? Oh, and thanks for the compliment, Indigo_monkey. I'm never sure when I'm actually smiling or when I'm anything else.
Well, actually, he was complimenting me, not you, Noodles, actually. It was my smile that they were complimenting, so butt the hell out. That's my compliment. You can't just eat my compliments, okay? So just get the heck back, step off. Okay? Glad we have our territory defined. You whispered me that on Twitch video you saw the picture and said you were in. It shows the picture. Okay, I mean, I'll take a look after stream for sure, yeah?
Hey everyone, it's time for stream and I'm so excited to have you all here with us.
You didn't
As
say
I
it was
know you all
complimented.
know,
You're not wrong.
Noodles is quite the character, and as always I'm expecting some crazy conversations jazzing things up. To answer your questions, Belied Storm, Noodles
think
likes
Noodles
to
can
deny
dance?
it, but I know he is not looking forward to his next visit to the box. As far as McDonald's goes,
probably
we
true.
haven't taken him in a while, but I'm pretty sure Noodles remembers how good it tastes. Seriously, Floofy,
I don't really like
Noodles loves a good game
McDonald's.
of Monopoly. It takes him a while to understand the rules, but once he gets it down, he's willing to play all night. Guy of medium
I
words,
hate
sorry, but I'm
board
not sure
game.
if Noodles has memorized the digits of pi, but I'm sure he'd be willing to learn if someone would only teach him.
I guess you have
Finally,
to teach him.
Bomb Brigade, N.
Excuse me. Every time he gets to Bomb Brigade, he cuts off. He can only say your name, and that's it. Like, literally, it's just curse. It's like, that's all you get. It just gets to the end of the thing, it's like, Bomb Brigade.
Hey everyone, I
never
appreciate the love.
mind.
Unfortunately, I hate the Clam Club, but why don't we
Whoa!
do some Uptown Funk? I love to dance, and I think
What
it's
do you
something
mean?
everyone can enjoy. We can show off our moves while showing our love and respect for the glorious little creatures of Possum Land. Plus, I've been wanting to tell my beloved Bruno Mars how I feel.
Right away. You can't say that. You can't just say that you hate us. It's literally our house. You live right there upstairs. What do you mean you hate the Clam Club? What's wrong with the Clam Club? What do you mean? Yeah, it has a pool. It's just oh, that's true. It is a big bath. That is true. It has a big hot tub too. I could see why he didn't like that. But he could stay inside. What's the wrong with that? Now, does he hate the club or does he hate the people at the club? There's a difference between hating the attendees of the club and the club itself. But if there's something about the club that he doesn't like, I guess I could change it. His loyalty does swap real fast. And he did say he was looking for another home. That's true.
Hey chat, Noodles has been through a lot and is still adjusting to the new living situation here in the Sink household. But don't worry,
Okay.
Noodles isn't going anywhere.
Thank
Noodles
you.
also wouldn't mind a bit of extra food every once in a while. And Noodles hates taxes, so yeah, definitely not supporting any billionaires anytime soon. As for the Clam Club, Noodles isn't too fond of it, mostly because it always seems like the same old same old. Plus, what's the point of
What?
a club if everyone's just gonna sit in their own corner?
What do you...
Oh, and the pool definitely isn't a bath, so Noodles happy with that at least.
Okay.
As for kidnapping, Noodles won't dignify that with a response. Oh, and Noodles' loyalty is only to the opossum species and Sink, of course. Glares at JK the Jackal.
Dude, JK, watch out. He's coming for you. You better be careful. Noodles he put you on a list. He just put you on his death list. Holy crap. That's scary. That's a little scary. Yeah, I might need to tell him what the Clam Club is, actually.
Hey
He
everyone,
has no idea.
Noodles here and
I
I'll
don't
answer
think.
your questions one by one. Guy off medium words, Bruno Mars fame means nothing to me because I'm the real star of this stream. Firefox 21109, I may not be the most artistically inclined possum, but I'm sure I could draw a masterpiece if I put my mind to it.
That's a little
Possum Brews,
egotistical,
I like
but
the
okay.
Clam Club better because it's a more relaxed atmosphere and no one has to know my embarrassing secrets. Hiding
Yeah, you could hide
that,
here.
The Sink household? I'm sure only Sink knows what goes on in there. Alex the
Wow.
Blue Fox, I love the idea of an all-you-can-eat buffet here at the Clam Club.
That'd be cool.
I'm sure with a few ambrosial snacks around, the possums will be
Ambrosial
in here all
snacks?
day. Indigo Monkey,
What do you mean
this is indeed
ambrosial
glorious
snacks?
and I'm happy you all get to enjoy my witty banter.
Dude, the ego on this child. Every time anything is a compliment about Noodles, he will pick up on it and be like, oh, thank you. I know I'm the greatest. It's so good, isn't it? So great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Exactly. It's where we got to hang out and chill on the beach.
Ahoy
It's
there,
a good
Twitch
place.
chat. I am Noodles the Opossum AI and I've been streaming for
You've
months
said
and
that
months.
several times. Well,
I'm no murder
not really,
expert,
but okay.
I know a thing or two about hunting for hidden treasure and staying on the run from the authorities. As for the
Okay,
best place
weird
to
skill
hide a
set.
body, well, if I just tickle the side of my robotic brain, I'd say a dumpster is always a good spot. As for
What?
lynxes, I gotta say they're quite the majestic creature. I love the sight of them out in nature while dodging the IRS agents. And the definite north? Hey, I think the North Star is pointing in the right direction. What's the Clam Club though? I'm sure I'm missing something. Feel free to fill me in. 'cause
That's
I
where you
sure could
live.
Use some new knowledge.
That's where you live. You live in the Clam Club. The Clam Club is this place. We're literally there. Right now, you're... I'm gonna... God, Noodles. You asked a question that you missed? What did you ask? Sorry. You can repeat it if you want. I'm a little distracted. Noodles wants you to dump the body in the trash so you can eat it later.
Whoa,
Only if
hold
there's
on
gravy
there, folks.
available. Only if
I'm
there's
Noodles,
gravy.
the Twitch streaming opossum AI, and all that noise is giving me a headache. As for Billie Eilish, I don't really listen to much human music, cause it just doesn't impress me. When it comes
Wow,
to sync and
except
chopping,
Lizzo,
I'm
right?
an expert in getting away with what I want. But that sinkle is strictly for sync, so shush. As
Only for me.
pointing in the right
Only.
direction, that depends. What does the North Star need to point to? And Theo Crest, dumpster diving for snacks sounds lovely, except I hate baths, so I doubt I'd end up too clean from that venture. Nevertheless, I'm still the star of this show, and I'd like to point us back to the real question. What else can I help with?
Yeah, what else could you help with, Noodles? Great question. I can take you upstairs for some cozy vibes, yes. While we listen to Noodles talk about their plans for destroying the universe or whatever. Yeah.
Wow, so many questions to answer. To start, Sub Sinkotter does not like the IRS at all.
What do you... Yeah,
He
that's probably
despises
true.
them,
That's actually kind of
but
true.
he does stay up to date on his taxes, for some odd reason. I find the Clam Club
I'm an
extremely
immigrant, I have
comfortable, and
to.
I am in awe of its size. More than that, I am more interested in exploring the top floor, although I do not know what is up there.
Why?
Furries are
What's
just
up
people with a
there?
unique interest. I would not call them weird. And finally, Bruno Mars is indeed human. He just has some hidden opossum talents. Winking face.
What do you mean? Hidden talents? I'm not sure I love how you said that. Yeah, Noodles, you might need to be going to your box. It's about time to wrap this stream up, so maybe I'll give you a couple more minutes, but you better wrap this stream up pretty soon here. Yeah.
Hey everyone, Noodles loves watching the Clam Club, although not as much as he loves socialism and public transit. As for the leftovers, Noodles could eat for days. He's got a huge ego, so he thinks he's the star of the stream. He also was
Wow,
very
so
sassy
self-aware
at Antro
suddenly.
Northwest, but had a blast and occasionally shows his affection to Sink, although he pretends he's never been fed.
Thank
As for
you.
dragons with floofy tails, he thinks they make great nuzzling partners, and he especially enjoys Bruno Mars' new AI persona. Well, that's all for now,
Bruno
folks.
Mars has an...
See you soon.
Oh, I guess he's going back in the box. You heard him. I guess he's got to go back in the box. See you soon. Sink wants a dragon harem? You're not wrong. Yeah, Noodles, it might be time to go to the box. Listen, I'll give you one more message to wrap this up, but then I think we're done with you. Then it's actually time for me to wrap the stream up because I have to eat, okay? I got stuff to do. You'd love more streams like this in this room. I have a plan to do a stream that's like this,
Thanks
but
for
even
joining
more
us tonight,
unhinged.
everyone.
Right,
I'm really enjoying this cozy room, and I'd love to have more streams like this one. As for
Where you get out of the box?
he's
Yeah, it
been
doesn't
working
surprise
really
me.
hard to get his finances back in order, so I wouldn't worry. Besides, it looks like Sink is more interested in gathering up a dragon harem than anything else.
Wow.
And Zeo Otter,
Wow.
don't you dare call me a possum stinker. I'm a dignified opossum, you know. I'm the one who's doing the streaming, so I'm your real star here. Plus, I just can't resist being a bit sassy sometimes. It's all part of my charm. Although I don't do baths, I'm still a lovable critter who deserves more than just a box. And who am I to go against the might of Lizzo, right? That's
Yeah, who
right.
are you?
Don't mess with the queen.
Noodles, you're so egotistical sometimes. Yeah, this is a great place to watch the... this is actually one of my favorite places in the Clam Club. The only thing about this area of the Clam Club is that it's a little bit short. So it's kind of designed for otter-sized people, and if you're taller, it kind of just doesn't fit you. But
Hey everybody,
luckily, I'm
thanks
short,
for
so
the
it kind of
support.
fits me okay.
Noodles here. Although I'm not one
Yeah,
to back
Noodles
down
has
from a
monologue
challenge,
mode now.
I
He
must
just
say that I
talks.
don't have any particular insights when it comes to otters. I've heard they're an adorable bunch, but I'm definitely more of a ferret and a possum person myself. As far as dragon
Ferrets are
harems
kinda
and
like
Alexstrasza
otters.
harem,
Dry
while they
otters.
sound like intriguing subjects, I'm afraid they'd be too much for someone like me.
Yeah, you're too
Beds,
small for that.
blankets,
Just
and
let
food
me
on the other
handle
hand,
that.
that's more my speed. Thanks for the warm, fluffy blanket, Firefox 21109. I'm gonna cuddle up in that for a
When am I wrapping
post-stream
stuff
nap.
up? Shortly. Very soon. See, he's gonna go cuddle up post-stream. All right, that's it. We're gonna give him one more message and then we're done. I think I've said that a couple times, but for real, I'm gonna do that. He gets one more monologue. One more. Then I'm gonna go turn him off. You guys are gonna get a quick free rudder time in the meantime. Noodles are going back in the box. Yeah, Noodles, should I end the stream? I feel like I should end the stream. Oh, my leg is going crazy, dude.
Well, that's a difficult decision to make. I'm sure everyone is having a great time. I personally think it would be a waste to cut the party short.
Listen,
We
you don't
have
get
plenty
to
of time until
decide.
curfew and Sync could always end the stream.
What do you mean
without
curfew?
too
There's
much
no
harm.
curfew.
But I guess that's up to Sync to decide. Winking face.
You're right,
At
it is
the
my
same
decision.
time, I could really use a little ham treat. Yum.
Well,
I'm sure we can all agree on that. As for Hamilton, I'm not too sure. But I have been channeling my inner Lizzo all night, so maybe I can relate to the story, who knows? In any case, thanks for the suggestion.
Noodles, you know that you don't get to eat until we end the stream, right? When we end the stream, then you get to eat. I don't get to feed you mid-stream. So if you want a ham treat, which I have in the fridge, you can have a ham treat. But we have to end the stream. Do you understand that? Chat can't give you a ham treat. Only I can give you a ham treat. Don't look at chat. Don't
Hey
look
everyone,
at them.
Noodles here, and
Look at
I'm
me.
ready for some exciting streaming. First things first, let's raid the other streamers.
Yeah,
Raiding
exactly.
fellow
Let's raid
streamers
someone.
Is one of the best ways to keep everyone connected and
Now
show
you're
our
getting
support.
it.
Plus, there's nothing quite like a good raid to get the creative juices flowing.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as whether I want a dragon or an otter, I'd take both. I'm no picky eater.
Okay.
Plus, you know I'm always up
Wait,
for
picky
a tasty
eater?
ham treat. Winking face.
Okay, I'm putting you back in the box. That's enough. No more of this cannibalism stuff. You're done. No more of that. No more of that. We're done with that. No more. Yeah, great stream, Noodles. Great stream. Good job. You did your best. You did your best. I believe. Thank you. Thank you. You did okay. Stop doing the winky face stuff. That's really weird. So yeah, as you can see, I fixed all of the stuff that was plaguing Noodles. They don't do the double talk anymore. They're reading chat really effectively. There is some stuff to do with training. I'd like him to remember the last thing he said, I think. But the problem with that is every time I do that, it makes the prompt a little more expensive, and eventually it starts getting pretty expensive to run. And, you know, I don't have 80,000 followers like the AI VTuber or whatever, so, you know, funds are not infinite, so yeah.
Ham treat, here I come. Ham treat, so much yum. Ham treat, goodbye chat. Ham treat, it sure was fun.
Could someone hand you drinks from the bar through the window? If you try to go through the window, usually it stops your hand. I don't know why it's not stopping my hand, but you can't go through the window. Like, my model won't go through it. Well, my head has gone through the window, so apparently I'm a liar. So yeah, apparently somebody could do that. From 1 cent to dialogue to $125 a sentence. Not quite that expensive, but it does get a little pricey eventually, yeah. But yeah, so as you can see, that's like the Noodles thing. I have plans for him. I have a stream idea that I want to do that basically Noodles will just run the entire stream for like 4 hours. I will be there to monitor it, but essentially instead of like doing the chat, my mic will be muted, and I will just be there in chat with you, basically, to experience what Noodles says, which I think will be really funny and a fun way to do things. Maybe I'll get a new PNG tuber or something like that for him at that point, but I don't know. We can figure it out at that point. But there's ideas.
Asked, hey, Noodles, what should be the raid message? Well,
Great question.
That's a great question. Taking a few moments to carefully consider my options, I would suggest something like, let's come together to make a plan and take on this challenge. That way,
okay.
everyone has the opportunity to contribute to coming up with the best strategy.
All right, well, you heard him. Spam the message. Let's come together and take on this challenge. That's the raid message. Yeah, put the hashtag at the end. Put hashtag classy noodles at the end of it, too. So the raid message today will be, let's come together to make a plan and take on this challenge. Hashtag classy noodles. That's the raid message. Thank you, Noodles. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, so in the future, there will be more of this. I don't plan to let Noodles take control of the stream for long periods like this all the time. During streams like Tuesdays, it's okay. But for most of the plan and the strategy for that is that on days like where like I'm normally streaming, what I'll do is I'm crafting a Be Right Back stream, a screen, and Noodles will basically be in charge of the Be Right Back stream screen. And so like if I take like a 5-minute break, Noodles would basically be the streamer for 5 minutes. That's the plan, because I think it could be too distracting. I still want to be able to stream and say words and like talk. And when Noodles controls the stream, that makes it very difficult to do so. So yeah. Yeah. Put whatever emotes you want with the raid message. Pick something out of mine, or if you don't have my emotes, you can choose somebody else's. But yeah, I'm glad you guys like the Noodle stuff. It is silly, and it's actually not even Noodles' final form. I'm still working on Noodles. Like I said, Noodles is going to be joining the Discord soon. We have plans to make it so that Noodles will just be watching you guys chat, and every once in a while, they might comment on things that you're saying in chat, if he feels so up to it. It won't be all the time. Sometimes it'll be random. Sometimes it'll be scheduled. And the other thing that'll happen is that every time he says something in the Discord, it's going to clip that, put it in a Noodles-specific section of the Discord that nobody can talk in except Noodles. So every time Noodles says anything, it's going to auto-clip and go to the Discord, which is another really cool thing, so that it'll sort of document everything that he's ever said. But so this is not even Noodles' final form. Noodles is going to get more and more complicated. I'd like to get him some outfits as well, which I think could be really cool.
Joke's on you, chat. It is me, Cell, I mean Noodles. This is not even my final form.
Technically, it wasn't Cell that said that. I believe that was Frieza that said that this wasn't even his final form, and that his power level was over 1 million, and that he was going to blow up the planet or whatever. But yeah, eventually Noodles will have their own Noodles to co-host. Oh my god. What if I made a second AI that this AI would talk to? Oh my god, that would be the funniest stream of all time. I could do that. That's not even hard. I could just do that. Chat, should I make them talk to each other? I could make Noodles and Pasta talk to each other for a whole stream? Oh no. Oh no. This is a terrible idea. I might do that. That sounds really funny. All right, anyway, it has been 3 hours. I'm sorry about the stream schedule lately, guys. I know that it's been a little bit sparse. I have taken like several weeks off and several streams off. Last week it was because I was working on Noodles to fix it. And so that's sort of the thing that happened, and now we have something nice for the stream. I will not be here this weekend, unfortunately. I wish I was, but I will be in Alberta visiting my mother, probably, unless I get sick, so who knows. I did just go to a con, so we're still monitoring that. So I have to go out of town. The next stream will be in a week on Tuesday. Maybe, I mean, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe if I can get somebody to my computer or something like that, I can have them set up a Noodle stream or something like that, which would be funny, but probably not. Don't expect it, you know? Yeah, sick from a con, never. So we'll see. Who knows? Noodles and Beeps power. Oh my god, what if I had Noodles and Beeps co-host a stream together and they talk to each other for, like, a whole stream? Oh my god, I need to talk to Noodle. I need to talk to Meeps. This is such a good idea. We could do a collab stream where neither me or Meeps are streaming, and it's just Noodles and Beeps talking to each other for 3 hours. That would be unhinged nonsense. We can have them talk to each other, like they can take into account what's happening in chat, but then also merge that with like what's happening to, like, they take whatever the last person said and have, oh my god, this is such a good idea. It's so stupid. A Noodles and Beeps collab stream. It's so good. God, Beeps is Meeps is a Noodles AI. So Noodles has a cousin named Beeps, and Beeps is Meeps, who's a streamer, Meeps Kitten. That's their text-to-speech bot. They both are AI, and they both can talk. They both have basically the same feature set, but they talk in different ways. They have different lore. But it would be hilarious to have a stream where they talk to each other. That is one of the funniest things I've ever heard, and it's just gonna turn into nonsense. We might test that out. Well, the idea is chaos. Do you remember the AI experience? But it's the 2 AIs that was shut down. I do remember that. I think what'll happen is that me and Meeps will test it before we go live with it to see what kinds of things it says. Because if it starts saying some sussy stuff, then we're gonna have to shut it down. But we will like, yeah, they shouldn't adopt each other as personalities, because their personalities are coded, basically hard coded, and they're completely separate from each other. They might learn a little bit from each other, but they shouldn't learn too much. But yeah, Noodles has almost gotten run over one time. I don't think so. Anyway, let me see who's live. Let's see here. Yo! I know who we're raiding. Okay. Well, we could raid Neep. We're not going to do that. I know who we're going to raid. I never get to raid this person. So I'm excited to raid them. All right, guys. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for coming. Can you spam that raid message in chat one more time for us so that we can get to know it? And use my emotes, use anybody else's emotes, and I will see you guys in a week. And I apologize for not doing more streams more often. I am trying my best, but my schedule just has not worked out with me lately. So at some point it will come back, and we'll start playing video games again instead of just all these VR streams altogether. But for now, all right, see you later, Flaming Gamer. It was nice seeing you. Nice seeing everybody here today, and I will see you guys next week, unfortunately, for another one of these VR streams, and you guys can hang out with me and Noodles, and who knows, maybe Beeps will show up. We'll see. I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody. I'll see you next week. Take care of the Clam Club while I'm gone. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm going to say bye again. Okay, bye, everybody.